Who's that? Who's that? I don't know. Welcome to the Rideshare Garage. It is Wednesday night, 9 o'clock on the East Coast. And yes, I know. I know. I know. I know. And all I got to say is it's all Pascal's fault. We have been gone for a while. It has all been Pascal's fault. And that's all I got to say about that. Mr. Steven, how we doing over there, brother? What's going on?
Man, this week is something else. So my spring break started this week, right? And been working on, took off the days so that I could drive on these days. But Tuesday, I got jacked up. It's just something else when your body won't respond to you. I don't have to tell you that. But it is something else when the whole half of your body is just like, nah, it's okay. I'm just gonna.
How old are you, Steven? How old are you?
35.
35 years. Y'all hear this shit? 35 years old, man. Y'all hear this shit? Oh, Melvin! God damn it! Let me go get Melvin. Hold on.
Yeah, something happened, bro. My wife says that she thinks it's like some kind of sciatic nerve thing, but my whole right hip, it's just like it locked up on me. And so I'm limping around here and whatnot. Didn't go out and drive this morning. Messed up my Tuesday afternoon because I was planning on going back out to drive. And my body was just like, nope, that's okay.
Well, I mean, oh, hold on. I got to find Melvin's. There it is.
I don't know if I have Melvin on my list.
I do. I'm sending it to him now. My bad, Mel.
Yeah, his bad.
There it is. Yeah, well, fuck, man, I get blamed for everything. It's okay. I'm used to it. I am so used to it. But it's still Pascal's fault tonight. I wouldn't give a hooty hoot. It's Pascal's. Look at that skinny, sexy, Walking Dead wannabe picture he put up in there, huh?
Let's see. Make sure all the
shit.
There we go.
Let everybody pile in. So Mr. DSN is in the house. What's going on, buddy? Antonio? Yeah, we back, man. We're back. My buddy sings that song, man.
We back.
Yeah, my buddy sings that song, man. It was number one hit, too, on the country charts. Ryan, what's going on? What's popping? Melvin says, what is going on to all my friends? Ryan, do you guys think the market is slowed down? Because it sure has. In my market, it's definitely slowing down. I cannot tell a lie. It's different. It's definitely different. And yeah, like I do this thing. Every weekend on the Tesla Rideshare channel, where I'm shooting for the $500 goal, 300 on Saturday, 200 on Sunday. And I got to be honest, man. And for us here in South Florida, we know our season is ending. So it's getting a little more difficult, and I got to get a little more creative, which would include in between rides, stopping, getting out of the car, getting down on my knees, putting my hands together, dropping down the Lord Almighty. Lord bless me with some rides tonight because I got to make goal. If I don't make goal, they're going to stop watching. So, you got to get a little creative right now. So, yeah, Ryan, bro, it's definitely the amount of premier rides that have been coming through for me has definitely slowed down. I think Sunday I didn't do one premier ride all day Sunday. So, yeah, absolutely. Steven, you're a little bit different out there, but you're more Lyft than Uber, but has it been slowing down for you?
Monday, or was it last week Monday? Yeah, last week Monday, I didn't make my 100. And this week, it's a little hard to tell just because I've been shifting around my schedule. As I've been telling you, I've been working in the mornings, making my money in the mornings. But this week is just weird because technically for us, spring break just started. It started on Friday. So so far, at least middle of the day, I'm getting new experience in driving in the middle of the day. And that could be pretty slow. and it usually takes me, until like 2:30 to make my first 200, even though I'm out super early in the morning. Um, I'll be getting back to my normal schedule next week, and then I can really gauge it. But everything is shifting around for me right now. But last week, Monday was bad. I only made $100 where I've been making two, and it felt like things were slowing down. But then I got back to my roots, making sure that I'm making over 25 an hour on a ride, with its upfront pricing, and then going from there. And it seemed like I was able to get back to my stable making 200 a night. So it's still working. It's weird, but I'm also working a different schedule.
But aren't you guys out in LA right now? Aren't you guys like getting ready to come into your season?
That's such an interesting thing because Buddha might be able to talk about this better than me, as I'm driving in the afternoons. So first off, most of the drivers out here aren't driving in the afternoons. They're driving through the morning and driving in the day. For me, it's been pretty consistent since about late February. January was really rough, and then February was still rough. But then it seemed like things started picking up to feeling a little bit more normal and consistent by about March. So, Buddha would be a better person to ask on that, though.
All right. Well, Buddha.
Yes, sir. How you guys doing?
How you doing, Buddha? Man, I find myself quoting your ass more and more every day, bro. More and more every day. I wind up quoting you more and more every day. Get your money in bounce. I must say that like 20 times a day now, bro. I told the guy at 7-Eleven the other day.
It's good for your mental health.
I'm telling you, bro. I told him the other day, we were sitting there, we were talking, and he was talking. I was listening. And I just looked at him and said, bruh, get your money in bounce. And then I ran out the door. I'm just saying.
That was like a theme that I caught on real fast, like just recently, because the ride, obviously everybody talks about the rides going low, the pay is going to crap. It's like, but dude, if you don't take nothing, you make nothing. You know what I mean?
Side of it. Yeah.
I was telling Steven or Silver Fox, like, dude, because Silver Fox was like talking about, man, some of these rides are good, but I don't want to take it. I was like, look, bro, take it and don't tell nobody, bro. Just take it and don't tell nobody. Keep it within yourselves, because everybody's been, everybody likes to judge. Everybody likes to say, oh, like real pocket watching. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, bro, we ain't about to pay your family's bills. You gotta do what you gotta do and get your money in bounds. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
As far as a season, I don't really see it as a season because LA is always busy. It's just the pay is bad, we get constant rides left and right. Don't get it wrong, but what we're talking again, Vinny, about how all the rides are gonna get eaten up by those robo taxis, right? The $4 bangers.
They're coming.
And it's gonna take up all that, all the shitty rides, right? But then the person's like, the driver's like, oh, they're taking their jobs. They're like, they're taking the $3 or $4 trash that you guys don't want. What else do you want them to do? Now
I saw somebody. So it popped up as a radar, $2.30 for like 10 minutes. It was like a 2-minute pickup, 8-minute drop off, and I'm like, nobody's gonna take that. What are they even offering that for? And before it disappeared off my screen, it said another driver got matched with the ride. I was just like, it's insane.
You gotta remember also, if you get it for $2.30, I'd probably get it for $3.30. So you may never know what you're getting paid or what that driver's rate gets too. You know what I'm saying?
Well, okay, listen, I just did something I didn't think I could do. Steven, I figured it out.
Okay, that's why it came on. Okay.
Steven, I just figured it out. We are. I just want everybody to know if you're hiding from the law, don't go on Twitter because I now have us on Twitter right now. I figured out how to stream us to Twitter.
Uh-oh.
So we'll see how this goes.
All right, I'll be back later.
I streamed.
No,
I streamed on
no.
Twitter I streamed Twitter one time, Fortnite, and I had like 400 viewers on there. Like, oh my god, what is these people doing right now?
Well, I've never streamed to Twitter. I was telling Steve. Well, let's finish with what we got to do. Melvin, I'm gonna get to Pascal in a minute. Melvin,
What is going on, everybody?
bro, you look
Looking
like
sharp
the
there.
$1 million man there, bro. You the $1 million man with the $1 million plan.
But look at all
Name
these
that movie.
EVs that I got. Look at all these EVs that we got over here.
Let's talk, bro. Hey,
Is that the BZ?
Hey, give me the Vistic, bro.
Wait,
Give me the
well, we
Vistic.
got-
I gotta put Melvin up as the top dog here. There he is. Okay.
We have the Equinox EV. We also happen to have the Blazer EV.
Mhm.
Oh, stay away from it.
No, I need the Vistic, bro. Give me the Vistic EV. I'm down.
Why did that change? There we go.
It
So,
happens.
so Melvin, we doing good out there. I'm telling you, bro, you look sharp, dude.
All right, brother.
Sharp.
Thanks.
I'm telling you, you got that haircut going, man.
Mhm.
Mhm.
That Trump hair is staying in place.
That's
the
right. That's
glasses
right. Even
on.
though it's windy out here right now.
That's right, bro. I love it. I love it, dog. I love it.
That's right.
I love it.
But we're,
Oh man.
we're right here
Okay.
at the Chevy store. We got the American flag going. You know, we keep it 100 over here.
Hey, bro, that's what I'm talking about, dog. Bro, that's awesome. That's fantastic. That is fantastic. So Melvin, let me ask you a question because I saw something today. You guys know I trade the market, and there was something that. Why is this moving like this, bro? I don't know why it keeps moving like that. Okay,
Yeah, I mean, I ain't touching it.
that's Steven doing it. I know that's Steven messing around over there. I
just
know
gotta
it
try
is. Have you noticed in the last 2 weeks a pullback in foot traffic through the car lots?
Well, San Antonio, it's a little bit different because they call us Military City USA. So even the last time when the recession happened, we were not as slow as like Florida and certain other markets.
Okay.
So maybe, yeah, but is it a little bit more slower than, for example, like last month? Yeah, a little bit, but we
A
still
little bit.
doing it though.
Hey, no. I hear you. Just that's something that I'll be sending you text messages every now and then because when I look at the market and I hear certain things, you know,
Right.
but I kind of know people in certain different industries, and I never go to the top dog, bro. I always go to the soldiers. The soldiers know the truth. We, the drivers, know the truth about all these gig apps, right?
Sure.
Ain't nothing Dara or what's the other banana head's name? What's the other guy's name?
David Risha.
Risher. Mhm.
That guy, David Rich. Nothing they're going to tell the common general people that we couldn't tell them better. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Yep.
They're professional.
Like how bad their apps
salesmen
are.
and stockholders. Yeah.
Or
professional
letting you
salesmen.
letting you pull up to a gated community without, and they're able to put the pin inside the gated community. Like that makes sense.
Oh, absolutely, bro.
But to all my drivers out there, if they try to tell you,
Uh-oh.
Your voice cut out.
like, no, what I'm talking about, if these tariffs that they talk about, like these tariffs will affect you right now, they're lying to you because these tariffs have not hit the auto market yet. So they're
You know,
he said
giving
also,
it to you straight.
but he also said that there were certain auto manufacturers that are going to be exempt from those tariffs.
Yep.
He's not
Tesla's one of
stupid,
them.
bro. Tesla, Kia, GM, because a lot of GM cars come out of Pascal's property up north, you know, and Steven's property down south, you know, the Mexico and Canada. We know this, right?
Right.
You know, because Buddha is 100% South Beach, bro. Buddha's the South Beach guy.
Sure is.
He's straight South Beach. Did you see that South Beach haircut he had? He looked like he looked like that meme with the dude with the bananas on his head. You know,
Like,
they got the two
hey,
kids
bro.
and they're like
Oh,
this.
I thought it was a
And
mup.
then
Hey, bro, don't
And
let
then-
me go out to Florida, bro, with some wicks. You feel me?
Wait,
Wicks.
what's Wix?
Bro, you're from Florida,
But-
bro. You should know what wicks are.
But Melvin, I read a post on Reddit yesterday about a used car dealer charging a tariff tax on a used car.
There's people out there that if for example, that's what I'm trying to tell everybody that's here. Do not fall for those scams. They're right now.
That's
There
a
shouldn't
scam.
be a tariff on any of these vehicles. If they're trying to charge you that, they are scamming you.
They want to pocket that money. It's
They
funny.
are trying
You
to
got
pocket that money.
everybody's
Exactly right.
gonna take advantage of something new. Everybody's gonna take
See?
advantage of the chaos.
See, Steven,
Exactly right.
this is where the bitching fee comes in.
Exactly.
You haven't seen on Twitter, some girl got at a restaurant got a fee called the bitching fee. And it was $100 for every bitching fee, bro. It's crazy.
The well, you know, you mentioned that, right? You mentioned that about the excess fees. Pascal, you just went with Richie Hustles the other day to look at a couple of Teslas on a used car lot, and they're running a scam too, right? With the with the
all kinds
tax thing.
electronic filing fees, just all kinds of
That
fees
should
for
cut
no
down
reason.
their cost, not increase it. That's stupid.
If they're trying to
Yeah,
charge
but-
you more than $200 to do the documentary fees and all of that, don't buy from a place like that.
Oh no, but they were
Don't do
charging on top of this was on top of the $1,200 dealer fee. Like there was almost
That's-
$2,000 worth of fees.
If they're trying to charge you that kind of dealer fee, don't buy from a place like that. Don't do it.
Oh no, like
Those are scams.
yeah, I do not trust used car dealers.
I don't blame you.
All right. All right. James Linton says, Rideshare Garage, I follow and watch you all the time. I've been driving for Lyft and Uber for 10 years. I also follow some of tactics. Okay, well, appreciate you, James. Welcome to the garage. You're going to be shocked tonight because we're going to be introducing some stuff in a little bit. We've been warning. Well, I don't know. Warnings, I don't think is the right word. Pascal told me to use the word warning. But remember, everything tonight, no matter what,
blame me for everything
is
tonight.
all Pascal's fault, bro.
It sure
Everything
is.
tonight, if it goes bad, it's Pascal's fault. If it goes good, it's Melvin's fault.
That's right.
Okay? Steven, Buddha, and me, we're just here for the ride.
We're just
That's all it is.
Yep.
All
Definitely,
right, all
guys. Hey, give me about 10 minutes. I got to go ahead and shut this place down.
Mm.
And I'll be
All right, brother.
right back. All right.
Well, all
You
right.
got
See
it,
you
bro. I
tonight.
love that sunset. All right, Hawk.
Oh,
You
yeah.
got it.
Y'all take care. I'll be back
right.
in about 10 minutes.
You got it, brother.
All right.
Pascal, while we're going through the comments here, brother, what you been up to? How's life treating you? How's the hockey? Well, wait a no, you had a unique experience today.
Today was quite unique. Yeah, like this. It was what I don't know. Can you see it? Floorball by the Florida Panthers. I got a call to go ref some floorball, which is something I had never heard of, and it was for a middle school. And I showed up there, and it was actually their championship. Like so, I did their semifinals and final.
So what exactly is floorball, though?
So floorball is basically like this type of stick with a ball that's played inside of gymnasium. And, it's like
you're making it sound really inviting. Like I want to go out and grab some sneakers. You got me wanting to go drop pickleball and run out here and play floorball.
I mean, it was quite interesting. When I was a kid in Canada, we played cousin hockey, which is it's called cousin
Cause it must be good. Must be good if it's cause.
Well, it's COS. It's spelled COS.
No. It's KUZZ.
COSUM.
Yeah, KUZZUM. I got you.
So it's just a different stick with a ball, 3-on-3. Half a basketball court about, and no goalies. And the goal is basically 2x3. It's a small little goal. And it was very fast. So
okay. All right, that works.
Yeah.
Eric W says there's guys that travel from market to market based on the time of year. Would be curious to hear from them. We got a guy like that in our market. He travels between here and Toronto. Right? He drives a teal Model Y. His name is Maze. And that's what he does. He comes down here in our season, and then he's like the snowbirds, bro. And now he's getting ready to whoop. He's the guy who had the battery pack that went out last year, at the end of last year. That it was $10,000 with labor to get the new battery pack and 50,000 miles on that car. For the warranty. So yeah, I mean, maybe I'll give Maze a call, see if he hasn't left. If not, we'll bring him on next week.
His was a full brand new pack or repaired?
No, used.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
repaired.
Refurbished.
Well, no, let me say it right. Refurbished.
Mm-hmm.
But do you hear what I said? They give you a 50,000 mile full
that's good.
On it.
Yeah.
Like you go to any auto mechanic, a blowing engine. They ain't giving you 50,000 miles on that engine.
Mm-hmm.
Better than blowing a tranny, you know what I'm saying?
Well, if you're blowing trainees, that's up to you, bro. But the rest of us, we don't want to see it.
I'm out.
Yeah.
He said
It's my fault.
SB rides. I've been working in your area a bunch.
Coachella missed it in the house.
Hey, yeah, we're still alive. Look,
I think we lost Buddha.
Look, SB, we've been really, to give people a kind of an idea, Vinny, since we haven't been on for a few weeks.
Yeah,
we've been busy. We've been trying to grind up as much money as possible to knock out some of these goals. We're not just telling you to make some changes and find better things to get into, and get your money and bounce. Like, these are things that I think we're embodying right now. But those Wednesdays, I've been making an extra $200 a night. So
Yep. And I did a live stream this morning. My first one back, first coffee with Cuz back.
Finally.
In over a month. Well, you know what, Mom? Buddha.
You got me into the whole coffee. You got me into the stock market. You got me into the politics.
Trannies.
I wonder.
Okay, hold on now. Hold on there.
That's Eddie that got him into the. That's Eddie that got him into the trainees, not me.
Hey, I mean, I'm just wondering the last time Buddha's video came out.
Different folks, you know what I'm saying?
Whatever you stroke and blow is on you, bro. Don't nobody care.
And we're canceled.
I know you got a lot of room in that Model 3. You get down like that, you get down like that. I ain't gonna judge you. I'm still gonna quote you. Get your money and bounce. However you got to get your money, Buddha, you get it.
Hey, dog, look. Hold on there, Chief. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the hair looks like you could pull it right there. No, I'm joking.
Bro, I should have just gotten a cut up, but man.
So Ryan says Waymo cars cost more than our cars. How can they make any money on those trips either, bro? And they just got even more. Wait, they just got even more expensive because they run Jaguars. Jaguar. I'm sorry, I got to say it right. Jaguar.
Well, they said they're going to practice on a Toyota, right?
There he is.
No.
There he is. There he is.
Hey there, boy. Is that a ghost?
It is
No,
a ghost.
We're seeing ghosts.
Hold
over here.
on. I gotta bring him up.
Damn, I'm seeing a lot of
Now.
forehead right now. Oh, there you go. Never mind.
There
Look
he
at
is.
that.
Look like
the
you just
hair.
woke up, dude.
No, I just got out the shower. That's what I got.
I should have did the same thing. My hip is like.
Listen.
I've been
At
getting
this
off.
point,
Got a little Buddha's haircut, you know.
Yeah.
Don't hate. Don't hate.
No.
Yeah, I want to hear about
San
driving in
Francisco-
style. What's up? What's up?
Damn,
You know you got
homie
people
doesn't-
const-
homie doesn't
you
even
know you
have
got-
words, dog.
You know, you guys a bunch of people asking about you every single day. Like, hey, what's Eddie doing?
Yeah, bro.
Vinny was complaining because he's been my secretary lately, and I didn't want to say nothing, but I was like, hey, hey, what do you want, So he's doing a good job. So
All right.
Well,
I work for free, by the way. You don't pay me shit to
Me
take his
either. I
fucking
don't
messages. I got to take his messages on my YouTube channels. Hey, where's Eddie? Where's Eddie?
Yeah.
And I'm
Oh
like,
my god, I even
like,
get those on my
bro.
live streams too, bro. Even when I'm going live, hey, where's Eddie? I'm like, I know a bunch of Eddies. Are you talking about the one in Austin though? Yeah, where's he been? Fuck if I know. They hit me with. I think they hit me with somebody on the live stream was like, "Hey, do you know if Eddie still has his Tesla?"
I'm like, Doug,
wow, that's
how long
so
ago
old.
that was? Yeah, exactly.
that's like so old. No.
people still watching those videos though. That's the thing.
Yes,
Yeah,
some
bro.
Mexican hit me and
It's actually interesting that you showed up because I was going to ask Vinny this whole situation with the Model Y. I mean, I want to hear what you've been up to and everything, but man, this whole situation with the Model Y is crazy. Now you got Uber removed it from their black platform. Supposedly certain markets, they've already received messages saying that they're going to remove it from black platform.
September 16.
Yeah, I haven't got any message like that here in LA, but it still has me a little shook.
But now that they're gonna be removing only
model-
from the black.
Yeah, they're removing the Model Y from black. So
Okay.
Uber already did it. They already removed the Y from the black, but it sounds like Lyft might be making the same move.
Yeah, but do you guys think that that's actually intentionally because it's a Tesla, or it's just?
Bro, it's funny. It's
Because
the same thing about.
I have the black app. But I get requests, but because my car is black on black, so that's why.
Wait. You got Uber Black, right?
Correct. Well, it doesn't say Uber Black, but it just says black on it.
Okay.
But then how do you get black?
Wait, Steven.
It's
Are
processed
you?
in
Because
Excel.
I meant to ask you this the other day. Are you getting requests on Black?
Yes, some requests on black, but it's because it's a black on black car. That's what I'm assuming. That's why I'm getting them. But
Wow.
It's here and there. It's here and there, but I do get it. I do get it. But it's priced as an Excel. That's the way I see it.
Okay, Steven, go ahead. I'm sorry. I just wanted to clarify that we were talking about Uber Black here.
So I mean, and then what are the requirements over there for you to get Uber Black? Do you have to have commercial insurance? How are you getting Uber Black?
No, it just popped up. For me, it just popped up. I have regular insurance on my car, just regular rideshare insurance. And all of a sudden the black option just showed up on my app, and every here and there I get blacks.
This is on your regular account? This is a separate account, a black account.
No, just my regular account.
Oh. Man, Uber in there
makes you wonder.
Yeah.
It doesn't make me. It just makes me look at it and think, okay, so all these rules and all this is BS. That's all it is. They can make it whatever they want to make it.
Yeah, that's
the requirements or whatever they want. Their imagination says for today. Tomorrow could be good. So again, get your money inbound.
Yeah, that's why people are not buying expensive cars now, because Uber just keeps taking them off their platform.
Well, that's the thing. It's funny. I was talking to Silver Fox about this, and we were talking about now. It's so funny how the vehicles that are the top choices and most fuel efficient and cost effective have shifted in just a year. You know, before when we were talking about getting the Model Y, at least it had access to black on both platforms, and what's it called? You know, electricity was costing less than gas. Now, you know, if you're gonna do straight up X, you can get a comparable car. You can get, you know, the Priuses and whatnot, have high mileage. Really, all you're dealing with there is, and if you're used to a gas car, you're dealing with maintenance, but there's no downtime for charging, right? You know, you don't got that 30-minute wait time. And then now for black SUV, the only you have the Rivian is going to be the best performing out of the cars, but it's $100,000.
Yeah,
the ESV, yeah, I heard the ESV isn't all that great either. So,
and still, I'm still surprised that the Cybertruck is still not on the platform.
I don't think they're ever going to put it there. No, I don't think they're ever going to put it there.
I was like, well, I don't see why not, but I'm hoping this vendetta.
Exactly.
I'm hoping that it's not a vendetta. So
it seems like it. There's just like almost no. It's a $80,000 car. There's no. It's unique. You can't say it's not unique.
Yeah, but hold on. The Cybertruck's been around a year now, right?
Right.
So the next time the car lists come out, the Cybertruck will be there somewhere, because the XT6 for the first year
there now.
The XT6 for the first year wasn't listed on Premier, or all I had was XL and X.
So how many years is the Rivian on?
I had to get the XT6. I had to fight for it to get it on Premier. Yeah, it was listed, but it wasn't listed in the right spots. And trying to get them to put shit in the right spot. How long has Rivian been out there? Oh, I have no idea. Well, you know, Rivian's
Lucid, all them got on black.
Is Rivian on black?
Black and black SUV.
Yeah, well,
anybody here drive a Rivian?
Let's keep in mind, Rivian and Uber in bed together. Keep in mind, Rivian and Uber. Dude, the Buick Enclave is considered a premier SUV.
Oh, the what is it?
That's because of Alto. Alto got that approved.
The EV9 is black.
But that's what I'm saying. Right, EV9 is black. That's what I'm saying. It's not what the car is. It's who's sucking who off at the apps. It's exactly what it is.
I seen quite a few EV caddies here. Quite a few actually.
And that's another one. The lyric. The lyric. I've been seeing a bunch of lyrics. Yeah.
Not the lyric. The other one.
But the EV9 didn't take forever either. It's like so garbage.
So, but the Escalade I've seen a lot of here. You know, I've seen about 5 of them doing.
I was driving to the airport and I saw 6 TCP EV9s.
Wait, what's coming a TCP back? EV9?
So TCP. So in Los Angeles. I don't know if it's all California, but you have to have commercial insurance and commercial vehicle in order to do black. In order to do black rides here, so all of them had TCP. It was insane. I saw one sitting at a McDonald's, and I had like 5 or 6 of them go past me in the opposite direction. One driving directly in front of me.
I mean, have you seen the top tier of that EV9? It's nice. It's got massage seats, all of that, you know, luxury stuff that you find in other cars.
But it's a Kia, right?
It's a Kia, bro.
It is a Kia, but you know,
it's a goddamn Kia.
Oh.
If they would have put,
I see this truck here.
If Kia would have, I think they would have been better off making another company and just putting a different.
Yeah, a new badge. Make a premium badge.
Like, Genesis, you know.
Finally, what's going on, Will?
Nice.
Yeah, I don't hate the car.
Yeah, but
it's a damn Kia.
The Hyundai Ioniq 9 looks even nicer.
Yeah, Ioniq 9. The Ioniq 5 looks nice.
Look at pull up a picture of the Ioniq 9.
Oh snap! Is that what the seats look like?
I'm just saying it's a goddamn Kia.
Okay, Vinny.
That's all I'm saying. It's a Kia. That's all I'm saying.
That was your screen, right?
Oh, okay. Now the Ioniq, it kind of looks like a Kia. This is Hyundai.
The Hyundai Ioniq 9 calligraphy trim. Look at that. Pull that up on the pictures.
Listen, buddy. Listen, buddy. Don't tell me
Hey,
what to
it's my
do.
fault.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. And because it's your fault, I'm gonna abide by the dude. What am I pulling up?
The
Ioniq
Ioniq
9.
Looks really nice.
Ioniq 9.
And look at
William, to how many miles in 18 minutes?
the calligraphy trim. Is the top trim. It's like luxury. It looks insane.
This thing is ugly as shit. What the hell? Bro, what are we? Oh my god. I'm sorry. I guess I just got bad taste. What is this across the front end? Is this
Everybody's
a kit
trying
car?
to do the Everybody's trying to do the unique front end.
Right, look at the inside.
You know, it looks nice, but the thing is, will it last?
Ooh.
How long until
I'm looking at the inside.
Is that even leather? It looks like
Leather,
that doesn't look like it's leather. Or is it perforated because of airflow?
Hell?
What?
I mean, I do like the recliner leg lifts.
Is that what that is?
Right? Looks like 1, 2 in the back, 3, 4 in the middle, 5, 6.
Silver.
80% in 24 minutes, 5,000 pounds. Nice.
Let me see if I can get a better view of it. Here, let me do this. Here we go. Here's a better picture.
Wow.
There we go.
I wonder
Here's
what
a
the
better
actual is. I mean, if that's true, you're saying it has better charging than the Teslas, and I find that hard to believe.
Yeah, well, it depends. Where are they charging from? You know.
Well, he said 10%
I guess it's not bad. I guess it's not bad.
80%, 24, and
he said 18 minutes.
24
they're
minutes.
They're supposedly coming out with a naked plug.
Well, I think I kind of feel like, but I kind of feel like it's all pointless, though, isn't it? At this point, isn't it kind of pointless at this point? Well, at least for Uber drivers, right? Because I mean, we know what's coming. We know what's coming. Y'all want me to show you what's coming? I'll show you what's coming. Hold on.
Yeah. Don't they print them out? They print them out of the Gigafactory already. And I'm trying to see if there's actually no steering wheels in the cars.
Let me show you.
But I have here Waymo, Zoom, and I just saw another company here also. That were testing out their cars after hit the road. Because I know Waymo has officially hit the road. You can order it on Uber.
And there it is.
Oh, yeah.
You keep those up there in Austin, Eddie. Don't bring those to San Antonio.
You're screwed. Those things they're already going to the airport, and they're already taking the Waymos and put them so they can do longer trips.
And now look at the size. Remember, this thing only carries 2 people. And look at the size of it compared to the Model 3 here. This is a Model Y. This is a Model Y right here. This is a Model 3.
Mm-hmm.
Or it could be a Model Y. No, those are all Model Y,
2-seater.
Model 3. Because this is going to run those $2 and $3 trips in the ground, bro. All them trips that ain't worth it for us to take, this car is going to do. It's going to do them. And it's going to do them so much cheaper of a price than Waymo or whoever else is out there, Bolt. They're not going to be able to. They're not going to be able to compete with this thing. They're not going to be able to compete with it, bro. It's just not going to happen.
Nah, I think you're wrong, William. I think it's going to change. I think deliveries is going to change, and people are going to actually have to come out to the car when it gets here and get their food.
100%.
And if anything, you don't come and pick up your food, it'll take off.
You know, because that's what I want to see what they're going to go with the autonomous. Because if you get the car, do you have access to the autonomous without having it on a fleet? can you use it on your own? That's the thing. That's what I want to know. Do you have control of the autonomous in the car? So like, if somebody, let's say, you can go pick them up, but you can send your car to go pick them up and take them somewhere, without you being in the driver's seat.
Of course they
That's
are.
what I want to know.
But I'm sure they'd rather go out to the car and get their food rather than having to drive to go pick it up.
Yeah, correct. Because don't get me wrong. I mean, what's the first thing
That's going to be the
boys are
lazy.
going to do? We're gonna call our own car. We're gonna go to the bar. We're gonna call our own car to come pick us up and take us home.
I mean, they're already willing to pay absorbent prices just to have the food delivered to their place in the first place.
Yep.
And now they have credit. Now they have credit for it.
And also, when I went to the Electric Expo, there was a gentleman there that was actually creating an app that you download it and it integrates into your Tesla app, and you can control your Tesla, the autonomous feature in the Tesla. That's why I was asking the guy, can you really do that? I mean, you really have to ask for permission because they won't just give you access to it. He's like, yeah, that's the one thing we're working on. I was okay. So I really want to know what the extent of, man, if it's going to be like open source on this EV autonomous.
I don't know if I'm the only one, but I feel like they should have made the new Model Y. They should have made it the same size as the X. But that's unfortunate.
Why?
I think that's a miss.
Why is that?
It will give you a nicer experience. As I know there's tons of people that rather have the Model X without the flared up doors.
Yeah, but in order to make that Model Y the size of the Model X, they would have absolutely, remember how they make the cars, bro, the big gigapress. They would have to completely rebuild that gigapress.
Mm-hmm.
That's a huge undertaking.
I mean, you came out with the new design already. Why not? The Model Y already has a new design. The trunk is a different design. Remember, you didn't like the trunk.
No, I don't like the way the taillight
is the unicast the same?
No, it's not.
So I mean, they redesigned it, so they could have made it.
No. The new Model Y has the same interior frame, the unicast, as the original Model Y. They just changed the exterior of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what I'm suggesting is, go ahead, Pascal.
Isn't Tesla supposed to come out with a bigger vehicle, like minivan style?
I haven't heard any concrete anything about that.
Who sent me that? Was that somebody sent me a picture?
I know I saw a mock-up of it, which looked amazing, but has anybody heard anything concrete about getting something like that?
No, that was Grok.
Yeah,
somebody
but it
went
looked
Grok
amazing.
And made a Rivian look like it made a Cybertruck look like a Rivian. That's what they did. It's true. Looked like Arnold Schwarzenegger in the Terminator was back, bro.
Mixed with Kit.
Truck.
But this Escalade, the IQL looks the same thing as the. What's so different about it? The Cadillac XL, IQL.
So AVs can't do.
So you want to pay $130,000?
Bigger.
Oh, it's 100. Well, I keep seeing it for 120.
Okay, so out the door, what do you think it's gonna be?
So let me see.
the
entry level ICE model is just over 90,000.
Scott was looking at it. Scott's guide said it was going to be 130.
So, but
it is
nothing
for the IQ. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Fuck. Yeah, bro. That's 130 to start.
That's 130,000. Why?
Have you seen the back end of it?
Smaller.
And he doesn't like, and it's smaller. He doesn't like the space.
It's smaller and it's got an ugly back end. Cadillac ruined their back ends.
Mm-hmm.
They made all their back ends look Euro. Right? Didn't Tesla already prove you don't need to be pointy to be aerodynamic?
But yeah, you had that teardrop design.
Oh my God. Ugly cars, bro. Ugly.
So I'm looking at it.
And I'm a Cadillac guy, bro.
I'm waiting for the first incident of the freaking Cadillac IQ to basically start breaking down because of some battery issue or something.
Of course.
You know, a lot of these companies haven't been tested long term in comparison to Tesla, so it's going to be interesting.
William, I don't know if you guys touched on this. William was talking about AVs can't do deliveries, but they're already doing deliveries. They're already. What's up, Ron? They're already doing deliveries.
I'm
And
doing deliveries
the
already.
people, yeah, and the people, they do it downtown Miami, and the people got to come downstairs and get their shit. And if they don't come down in time, whoop.
And we've
the
already
little
got the
food cart
robots
thing
over
starts
here.
going.
We've already got the
Yeah,
robots delivering stuff over here. So to say that people won't come outside to get their food, I think you're missing the laziness is not wanting to go to the restaurant, and they're willing to pay extra for this stuff.
Yeah, which see that now. See, that's why I'm really looking forward to the bots, not the wheel bots. The bots with 2 legs and 2 arms. Those bots are the ones that I'm really looking forward to.
That's just
They've
because
got-
you want to. That's because you want a friend at 3:00 in the morning, bro.
That is
Let's
correct,
just be
Mondo,
honest.
senors. That is correct, Mondo. You know that's what everybody is thinking about.
Damn
Thinking
right.
about
Give me
yes,
one with-
you
Yep.
can do the dishes,
Squirrel.
do the dishes.
Squirrel.
Okay, bend over. Okay, wash the car. Okay, bend over. That's what's gonna happen. Watch. I'm telling you.
You gonna put a strap on your?
That's gonna be watch. I swear, I'm telling you, that's gonna be the new OnlyFans freaking robot edition.
Eddie's gonna turn it into a business. I knew it.
Yeah.
Hey, you got to find the
yeah.
spot where you can
Yeah.
be the middleman.
Oh,
Hey,
Eddie,
and
can I rent your robot for like 2 hours? Like, yeah, sure.
And y'all don't know, but Eddie has a 3D printer at the house, and he was just learning how to make holes the other day. He had to make 4 of them.
Gosh, no.
He did.
No,
Am I not, Eddie? Am I
No.
lying? Am I lying?
no.
Did you not
3D
make 4?
3D printed.
Look at this.
3D printed.
What is that?
Like, a whole bunch of pieces.
Does it actually
Is that a
fly?
spaceship?
It's,
That's like a spaceship.
If you throw it,
Mm.
no, is it the OTC Otis T car freaking design? I printed that, and then I got a couple. I got my daughter's skateboard, which I'm printing out the wheels on it too, instead of spending $130 freaking dollars for this damn wheels.
How much is
Crazy.
that plastic that it uses?
A spool. Let me see. With the tires that I'm building on my skateboard, on the skateboard, it cost me like 40 cents to make or something like that. What for
Wow.
one, compared to like 130 if I was to just buy it from the store. Crazy, But I can make like
I thought it was a lot more
I can make like a whole bunch. But the printer cost me like $2,000 though.
Yeah.
But it saves me a ton of money.
You use it all?
So that's what I've been printing a whole bunch of stuff. So
I've been thinking about this myself, Joey. I've been talking to one of the guys, and one of the guys just bought a Rivian, and he's getting all the commercial stuff for it. He's not. I don't even know what. Oh, his market is up in San Francisco or San Jose, San Francisco area. So it's gonna be interesting. He got the black on black. He bought it on a lease to get all the discounts, and then he's gonna pay off the lease. I think then he's gonna switch over to commercial insurance and run it. It's gonna be interesting. I want to buy one used, but I'm some of the concern is when it comes to repairing these things, it's like you get hit on a corner, and some of these things they're already saying they're economically unrepairable. So that's one thing, but lasting as long. I mean, it's a big old truck, man, and they already had the front ends falling off on the trucks before.
they just make it bulletproof. It will make such a big difference. I mean, like, who needs a bulletproof truck unless you're in Chicago?
At least, well, I mean, Silver, we can't really say that. At this point, there's no high mileage ones, but how much time have they really had? When did they launch their first SUV? Was it 22, 23?
That would be a really good question, though. High mileage electric vehicles. Like, Steven, I know you say you got some miles on your car right now.
I'm at 117,000.
Yeah, I just turned 100,000 on mine. Ron, how many miles you got on your Model Y over there?
Having trouble connecting. This audio call is not that stable.
He got the R1S. The R1S black. I think it's the 2024.
The R1S, I don't think is if anybody's thinking about getting that car for Uber or Lyft, like for rideshare in general, is not a good choice. Really not a good choice.
Why do you say that? And but
Yeah,
why do
you
you say that? Because
explained. Yeah.
other people might not know.
Yeah, so I'll explain. I'll go even with it. So I've had it at the job, and we use it for Uber. Now it qualifies for Comfort Electric, Premier. It did not qualify for Premier SUV in the Miami market at the time. It didn't.
Our market
But
it qualifies for black and black SUV.
wow, nice. That's
Yeah.
cool. So one of the reasons is I'm 5'9". I'm not even 6 foot. And when I was driving it, I couldn't put a customer behind me that
Hmm.
was 5'9" as well.
Damn.
Hmm.
So like you would have to be, man, 5'5" and pick up somebody else who's 5'9" and below. And forget about trunk space. If you got the third row up, you're looking at like the 2018, 2019 Tahoes, how they got that small trunk space.
Yeah.
Yo, it's not worth it. I mean, it's a nice looking car. I mean, it's great, but just like what you were saying before, the cost of fixing it.
Right.
If something goes wrong, one of my managers was just doing a cost analysis on it. If something goes wrong with that car, man, might as well not even. I don't know. It's not even worth it. I mean, it's nice. Maybe you're in the mountains and you got the Rivian and somebody orders, I don't know, Uber Premier if they have it up in one of those markets. Then
Mm-hmm.
maybe okay, somebody enjoys it. It's kind of like a truck height. But other than that, I mean, even the recycled seats feel like plastic. Like they don't feel like like the recycled leather. You're like, okay, cool, they did a good job on this. It feels cheap. It really
Um,
does.
Somebody mentioned the Lucid. I am a Lucid fan, but I'm not a fan of its price point.
Yeah. I mean, nobody talks
It's
about Lucid because
nobody
I mean,
talks about it because the cost is too ridiculous to even consider.
Right.
Again, just like the what's it called, the Cadillac. Nobody's
the
talking
Lucid
about it
going
because it's
for?
too expensive.
How much the Lucid going
There is
for?
a driver
At
in
least
Orlando that
100.
has a. There's an Orlando driver that has a Lucid. I got to get the picture out of my other phone, but I was at the Orlando International Airport, MCO, and it was a Uber. It was an Uber driver with an Uber sticker in the window at the Uber
He
lot
was driving
with
a
a
Lucid.
Lucid.
I've seen
Yeah.
TCP Lucids. I mean, if you got there's some people willing to pay for it. It's a nice car, and from what I've heard from the people that have them, they love driving them. They've been previous Tesla owners and whatnot, and they love their Lucid.
Them goddamn cars are $100,000. They can keep
Exactly,
that.
they can keep that. Nope,
They can keep that some bitch.
Yep.
But then I would say, Vinny, have you seen any of the limo services down here in South Florida even using that vehicle?
What, the Lucid?
Yeah.
Using the Lucid?
Yeah.
I
Have you
haven't
seen
seen
it?
any.
SB.
I haven't
seen
seen
either.
any. But here's the thing. Like, a lot of these limo companies are squeezed out. I don't see them running any kind of EVs. I still see the same thing all the time. I don't see you don't see executive cars anymore. You know what I mean? Like my CTS, like Kitty. You don't see those anymore like that. You don't see the Lincolns
A lot of
anymore. Like
they're
that.
they're getting the SUV.
They're all SUVs.
Even
They're
though
all
it's one
SUVs.
person. Yeah, even though it's one person SUV.
And I am still going to maintain a Suburban and a Tahoe is nothing more than a goddamn grocery getter, bro. It's not. It's the same interior as the Silverado.
True. That is 100% true. Same as the Silverado.
It's the exact same interior. The Escalade has spice to it. The Escalade's got style to it. There's something there that's a cut above. The Lincoln Navigator, it's a cut above. Hell, the XT6s are a cut above. The Aviators are a cut above. The Tellurides, since y'all like to bring up these goddamn Hyundai cars, is it the Telluride or the
yeah,
Telluride.
Telluride, right?
Telluride.
Telluride. Yeah.
The Kia.
That truck is super, super nice.
That's
a super
I see a
nice
lot
truck.
of people with it. A lot of
But the Suburban interior and the Tahoe interior ain't all that. It's the same damn interior. Maybe that's just me. I don't know.
Silver, I think This is a really good point on the truck. You got 175K extended warranty that you can get for the truck. But then the problem comes in where you have a collision and then the car can't be repaired. That's where there's a bigger issue. And then I wanted to, what's that?
Well, I wanted to get this out first. I work, Tactical Bite says, I work at GM. It's all the same frame. True. You just pay more for differently shaped plastic. Amen.
Okay, yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then I was going to say for your SB rides, I watch a lot of YouTubers, and one of them is a big gun guy. They had the panels for the Cybertruck, and they shot all kinds of rounds at these doors. They are bulletproof. He proved it.
The only thing that got through was a 50 cal, and I got news for you.
Oh, so you saw it. That's not much that's going to survive a 50 cal.
That's what was mounted on my tank. What are you?
Yeah.
The 50 cal was mounted on my tank. Are you? We're talking about. Okay, we're talking about some shit here.
So yeah, I mean, if you want to talk,
we're talking about a 50 cal round is like this. Here, let me get the camera up. It's like that. It's bigger than most motherfuckers. You know, you gotta be.
They said if one of those things gets shot at you from a rifle, it doesn't need to touch you. Yeah, it doesn't even need to touch you. It'll just tear the air past you and just rip your body apart. So yeah, it's but what you're probably talking about was when they had the big show and the show didn't look as good as it could have looked. There was a miscommunication and everything with the truck
because the window cracked.
Right. But no, they shot these panels and no, like you said, only the 50 cal got through.
Only the 50 cal got through the panel.
Yep, I posted that video.
That doesn't. Well, what's his name? What's the banana head from down here? Aiden Ross. Aiden Ross. He went and bought one and they shot it up. They just
we saw it all over. We saw it all over South Beach and downtown Miami. We was like, "Who truck is this?" I found out.
Yep. But you know, listen, the Cybertruck ain't for everybody, just like an Escalade just ain't for everybody. You know what I mean? So
there's a good point, Silver. Good point.
And I think they got a contract for the Cybertrucks to make them like bulletproof and stuff for the government also. So I'm
they did some. They're doing some of those.
You don't have to add that much to make it even more bulletproof. So
would you do ride sharing in a Cybertruck though?
Fuck yeah!
Somebody's doing it. Somebody's on there with a Lyft profile
and
doing it right now.
The only reason I won't is because you're talking about a supremely expensive car where the tires are supremely expensive because they're these weird, you got these weird rugged tires, and you're supposed to be driving the streets with these. Like it's already bad enough with the Rivian. Then you don't get
wait. Have you ridden in one? Have you ridden in one yet?
No, I'm talking about cars.
Tell you something.
Yeah,
I understand, but don't let the tires fool you. That truck is pretty smooth.
Oh no, it's not that I'm saying. I'm not saying that it's not smooth. I'm saying you got these weird size tires that are going to cost you a ton of money to replace.
Oh yeah, of course. Absolutely.
So and then it doesn't even hit black. Like how are you supposed to get your money back on this car?
Exactly. Yeah, it's not.
It makes no sense when you compare it. Yeah, it doesn't make sense, and it. On both platforms, so it doesn't make sense when you can compare it to the Rivian.
Oh, god damn, $725.
The problem, Steven, is that there's no car currently that's worth
$800, $900
money for with
$2,500 for 4. I just looked up the price.
True, I mean, but if you're going to be at that level, you should be getting your own private clients anyway. You should be building a client list.
That one.
If you're going for SUV and all that, I mean, you want to. At least for me, I want to save as much as I can. I want a nice. I feel like the Rivian's a unique vehicle in that space, and but you should be building your own clients list at that point. Shouldn't be relying on Uber.
$3,000 for 20-inch tires.
I like
for the Rivian.
Right. I like the Wagoneer. The problem is that's Jeep. You forget to put Jeep in front of it so everybody knows that your transmission's gonna blow. I have somebody at the school. I have somebody I have somebody at my school got a brand new Wagoneer, and then the transmission went in less than 5,000 miles.
Oh, yeah. I heard that they had a brand new Wagoneer, had an issue with the rear camera, and they had to take the whole car apart the entire
That's
car
stupid
apart
engineering.
to
Yeah.
fix.
Yeah, that's just
But
stupid
it's not.
engineering.
It's not even a car. It's not even a car to use for black SUV or premier SUV.
Yeah.
Just
Yes,
The
yes, it
Wagoneer,
This is
does.
Black
no. This is
SUV.
what I'm saying. I know it qualifies, but what I'm saying is this: just like the Tesla effect, it's a Jeep, and if I'm a user of Premier and Premier SUV or black SUV, I'm expecting a Suburban, an Escalade. I don't know
I've
what a Jeep
I've had
Wagoneer is.
I've had
Yeah,
tons
I'd
of
rather a
people
Wagoneer than a
that see the
Suburban.
That
Wagoneer.
Wagoneer is sharp.
It's nice.
The Wagoneer is sharp.
It is
is
I
sharp.
know,
nice.
but I'm saying the person that actually orders the car, the user, they're gonna look at the car. They're gonna think it's a Jeep Grand Cherokee. They don't know if it's a Wagoneer
Oh,
or not.
no,
They just see
no,
a
no,
Jeep.
no.
True.
When you see this thing pull up,
when they sit in it,
Wait. But no, but listen to what Ron's saying. When they look on the app,
Mhm.
and they ain't never seen one, they look on the app, they see Jeep coming for a $500 2-mile ride. They're gonna be like, cancel.
Oh,
does
yeah.
it say
Because
Jeep though?
If I gotta pay that kind of money for a ride, it better be an Escalade. Anything less than an Escalade, I'm gonna cancel. And believe me, I ain't that impressed with the Escalades either. But I'm just saying it's gonna be Escalade.
I'd be
or
happy to
nothing.
get in the Wagoneer, but of course I don't buy that level, so I can't even.
Yeah, well,
Listen,
that makes all of us
listen,
wrong.
I've driven the Wagoneer. I've driven a Grand Wagoneer, the L version that we had was the auto show down here. I've sat in the third row. And let me tell you something. Beautiful car. I mean, you got the TVs. I mean, the third row reclines, and you still have luggage space.
Yeah,
It's bigger than the
it's
Escalade, in my
huge.
opinion.
Yep.
The thing is huge, but then it's just
Transmission.
you freaking Jeep and the transmission just bad.
Well, listen, Tahoe's got the same issue, Suburban's got the same issue, Escalade's got the same issue. Not as frequent.
Not as I was about to say at 5,000 miles.
But you know what? And I don't want to turn it because listen, I'm a Cadillac guy for life. Okay, don't get it twisted. I love my Cadillacs. But listen, you notice the one car nobody ever talks about? The one that's found on the road
QX80?
to repair daily.
Oh, Ford.
The Ford.
Yeah. I mean, what an Explorer? What do they even have?
No, bro, no, they got
What
the
is it?
Expedition.
Expedition. That's what it is. Yeah. Yeah.
The
I don't
Expedition
ever
and
see
then
those.
the
I don't ever. The only time I see those, and they're not TCP'd, so they're not even in the conversation.
Yeah,
Right?
it's weird.
Okay.
No, it's weird. Like even the Navigators, even the Lincoln Navigators, nobody not really touching them. Everybody just goes straight to. Everybody goes to GM.
There's no reason why it should, Joey. Why would it
It's not
qualify
black.
for? And even if it was black, it doesn't qualify. It wouldn't. There's no way it would qualify for SUV. It doesn't have the seats.
Yeah,
You're basically driving a glorified sedan.
Yeah, you know
It'd be
what?
nice
That's a
if you
good
could
one.
put people in
That's
the back.
a good one. Yes, it is a glorified sedan.
That's what it is. Unfortunately, for Tesla, for whatever reason, won't create a vehicle with the proper amount of seats for a full size.
Wow. You see this? Tactical Bite says, I've been casually doing rideshare in my Hummer EV.
Ooh, I was interested in that.
That's interesting.
I was interested in doing that.
Unfortunately, neither Lyft or Uber will consider it black.
Yeah.
because the seats are
That's why I took it off my list.
Yeah, but I didn't think you had to have black seats. Oh, we're talking about Uber black.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
don't
okay, we're
need.
not talking
You
about
don't
Premier, we're
need.
talking about black.
I mean,
But you
they're
can get
not
them
gonna know
blacked
you have
out.
black seats. That's not a reason. Because how would they know you have black seats unless they told you to take a picture?
Different markets,
driving
Ron,
with
different
white
markets,
seats.
Different markets. Different markets.
Hey,
got
that's-
different
Jacksonville,
requirements.
Jacksonville has Uber Black, and I've been up there, and I met a guy who has he has an Infinity Q. It's a sedan. It's a
QX80?
Q70.
Oh,
No, the
okay.
Q70, which
Uh-huh.
qualifies for Uber Black in Jacksonville, which is so weird. But he didn't have black seats. He had brown seats, and he had Uber Black on his phone.
Because they probably didn't inspect the car to see if the seats were. Because if
That's what I'm
people
saying, yeah.
if people complained about it, then his car would be removed. Yeah.
Well, don't we know somebody with a QX60 acting as a QX80 on Lyft?
Yep.
Anyway.
Well, I don't know. I
I ain't
sent him
telling
the
on
invite.
nobody.
I sent him the invite
Interesting.
every week.
Interesting.
Every
Can you
week.
put
So if you're watching, buddy, yeah, people
Mhm.
inquiring minds want to know.
But I
Premier
thought about
SUV
this for a
and
while,
QX60?
just because the Hummer EV had been out for a while. I wasn't sure how many miles they could actually get on the thing, but yeah, unfortunately they don't. Even with the seats, when you look at the app, it doesn't even give it the option to for black on either platform. So that sucks. I've seen Wagoneers TCP'd as well. I've seen Wagoneers TC. It's just I wouldn't trust it as far as I can throw it. Unfortunately, it's a Jeep.
Yeah, it's just not. It's not even worth it, man.
I wouldn't even want to risk my money on it. It doesn't make any sense. And then for whatever reason, these guys won't come out with a new design so that they have a more reliable vehicle. They just keep doing the same thing. But I guess it's because there's people still willing to buy it. And then when they're broken down, they still go back and buy the same thing. I've seen it 1,000 times.
Now, what if you had a Wagoneer EV?
I still wouldn't trust it because, again, it's a brand new car in the space. There's a few companies that have come out with cars recently in the EV space that I'd be curious about, but I wouldn't take a chance on them because they're brand new.
I seen the Wagoneer
It's
here.
Jeep, right? The Jeep that came out with the Durango EV or the S.
Oh, the Wagoneer EV,
Really?
Wagoneer EV,
which is a very ugly car, but that's my opinion.
Which one?
But it's
The
super
Wagoneer
small. It's
EV.
like the size of a
Wagoneer
Cherokee.
EV? Dang.
Yeah, it's a weird car.
It's
I don't know
smaller.
what the hell they were thinking. I thought Wagoneers would be big and huge. It's supposed to. I thought the Wagoneer EV was competing with the Escalade IQ, but never mind. That didn't happen.
But again, and not to be a Debbie Downer on it, but at this point, I don't think it matters.
True.
I really
true.
don't. I don't think it matters. I don't think the discussion anymore is going to be what car should I get for rideshare.
Yep.
If you want to know the truth, if you
Get a Tesla.
Can we have a moment of levity and honesty and truthful, honest, real talk here for a minute?
Go ahead.
Do not buy a new car at all. At all.
Buy a used Tesla.
Save-
It's cheaper than a Prius.
Yep. Get you a used Tesla.
Or used Prius. Either one.
Well, make sure it's as hardware 4 so that you can take advantage of the CyberCab software. Okay? Make sure you get hardware 4 so you can take June, guys. June is 2 months away. Y'all don't like me talking about it, but I'm going to be honest about it. I wouldn't be
Can you also add that the car needs to qualify for some type of comfort or premier type of ride type on it?
I'd be saving my money to buy a CyberCab. That's what I'd be saving my money for.
Yeah.
And I'd put that some bitch to work. And I'd go to Wawa and go to work and be like, welcome to Wawa.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. Or get you a Model 3, a used Model 3, do the work, and then get you a CyberCab. And now you got two cars out there working. Guys got to start thinking different, bro. It's time. It's here.
For under
I know it's a rough conversation. But the time is here, bro. The time is here. It's now. Every retailer, they're already planning for Christmas now. You know that, right?
Yeah. We're already
They're already planning for Christmas. Businesses are already planning for Christmas now. So, all right, I'm going to get off my soapbox and turn the show back over to Eddie, Steven, and Ron and Pascal. I'm going to sit here and be a
So oh, and you know what? And remember those fake accounts that we were talking about last time? It actually hit a newspaper. I forgot which one it was.
Yep.
That was going on but it was for Facebook.
Yeah.
And I got my hands. Somebody sent it to me, and I reposted it on my Twitter. But Facebook are reportedly selling Uber and DoorDash accounts to let people bypass the background checks. And I was like, we've been saying this crap for freaking years.
Yeah, it's also
like, why are they talking about it now?
TikTok comments. There's people coming up talking about I got Walmart Spark accounts for sale. I got Lyft. I got Uber accounts for sale.
Yep.
I had a guy show me his 5 phones.
I do hope that it's because what Facebook is going to be doing is they're going to be removing the groups. I was like, no, I don't want you to remove the freaking groups. I want you to freaking bust people because they're just going to start another account somewhere else.
Because the best way to do it is they found
80 groups. Look at this, 80 groups. I'm part of, I'm in 2 of the groups. But there's 80 groups with up to 800,000 members. Okay, selling these accounts, selling them,
Yeah.
renting them, or opening illegal accounts.
Anybody
In which-
interested? I'm renting my account.
See, and
We're not
just like that,
associated.
dude. And
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
posted like clear, like, hey, I rent my Uber or Lyft account. So, but I do hope that they get busted.
And
I mean, one of the things that I've seen is at the Port of Miami. The Port of Miami, there were no cruise ships for some reason. At 2 a.m, there's no cruise ships or nothing. This is yesterday. There and it's blocked. Is you can't go in. You can't go in on either entrance of the Port of Miami. There are 1 to 5 cars of Premier and Premier SUV in the Port of Miami queue lot.
Yeah, ghosts. They're ghosts.
And
They're
sometimes
ghosts.
it
They're not
surges like
cars.
$20 at those times.
Because it's a ghost. It's straight out go. Hold on, we got to run something for the ads here. Hold on. They're ghost cars, bro. We see it all the time. How do you think they keep surge down? There was a thing on Twitter today, a thread today or yesterday, with some of the guys like Matt and Chuck and these guys. They were talking about ghost cars, right? How do you think they keep surge down as much as they do? Because the apps will falsely generate cars in an area so that the surge doesn't pick up. How many times you drive through an area where it's $5 surge, $8 surge, you're wide open with everything on, and you don't get shit. It's because there's no cars in the area, but they're surging it up because they want cars in the area. It's part of the game, bro.
But Vinny, wouldn't they just hit a button and put surge up? Why do they need to do ghost cars? They could just hit the button and wham, they go $5 surge. Do they need to play that game? Or is this somebody evil at the background at Uber engineering going like, yeah, I'm gonna play with these drivers? It just seems
We're
weird.
talking about the Port of Miami, which is
what's his Sergio already said it. There's some that are like forget the drivers. He's like, there's half of in the business. Half of them are like forget the drivers. Half of them care about what the drivers experience.
Let me ask
But
you a
that's
question.
evil.
Let me
I'm
ask
just
you a
saying it's
question.
an evil thing. You gotta
Of
put more
course it's
energy
evil.
to do
Yeah.
that. It's weird.
What energy? It's a line
So
of
was
code.
taking away all the challenges and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, so is making the pay for a $5. You get a $5 ride for 40 minutes. Yeah.
now could it be a GPS issue when people are downtown, real close to the port, and it happened to me where there was a ride that came up at the port. It was late at night. I tried to get there. I got stopped by the police on the bridge, and then after calling the passenger, I found out that they were downtown. They weren't even at the port.
Well, that's something now that's starting to come back around again with these apps.
People
the GPS issues. Well, GPS issues. Like the other day, last week, I went into PBI. I dropped somebody off, right? And as I come out, I got rematched. PBI is an airport for y'all not in the area, right? It's one of the smaller airports. It's where Air Force One resides when it's in Florida. And as I'm coming around, I get requested. And it's telling me he's at the Avis rent-a-car place, right? And just as I was about to enter the terminal, and for those of you who know PBI, you blink, you're through the airport. It's like seriously that quick, right? Mm-hmm. He calls me and says, "Hey man, I'm at Zone 5. I don't know why it's telling you the rental car place, but sure as shit, and on the app it was the rental car place." So I picked him up. We went. And he's not the only guy.
Wait. I've heard, especially in Miami, if you request a ride from the rental car place, you don't get charged a $3 surcharge for the airport. So some people actually go to the rental car place to get a ride because it's actually cheaper than getting it directly at the airport.
100%. Happens all the time. 100%.
That could be.
Maybe that guy purposely put Avis as his pickup location, but then called you.
Bro, do you know where I took him?
I don't care. Some of these people are the cheapest.
Took him to Palm and Worth Avenue, bro. He ain't that fucking cheap. He was Worth Avenue. He ain't that fucking cheap.
I mean,
You
I
can't on
mean,
Worth
but
Avenue.
what did he order? Was it a Premier or was it a
Yeah,
Comfort
Premier.
Electric?
Yeah, it's a
Oh,
Premier.
man.
Oh, okay.
But he didn't
I
get
don't do
Premier
those
SUV.
peasant-
Hold on, Vinny.
I don't do those
He didn't get
peasant
Premier
X
SUV.
rides.
He
I
didn't
don't
get
do those
I
Steven
know.
X rides.
He leaves that for the peasants.
Hey, I get my
don't
money
do
in
those
bounce.
peasant rides.
I
He
get
could
my
have
money
got
in
Premier
bounce.
SUV by himself, you know.
Steven
And he
assumes
accepted
that I
a
do
Tesla
peasant
Model Y.
rides. I don't do
Hey, you gotta do
peasant
what you gotta
rides,
do
sir.
while you're out there.
Why are you calling it a Steven X ride? What is this
Hey,
Steven
I
X
take the
ride?
X rides. You know, it's
'Cause
funny.
Steven
One of
does
the
that shit, and he's making money doing it.
I get so much flack for taking X rides and like, why don't you just put it on the highest platform and wait? I was like, because I could sit here all night and not get anything.
Yep, William, I agree 100% right there, bro, without question. But yes, Ron,
Make my money. Take my 200 a night.
Steven, listen, Steven's famous quote right now is, "I put my head down and go to work."
Mm-hmm.
So
his
are we
thing
going to
he's been
use the
saying.
word ant? Is that an offensive word?
I'll
to
take
say
it.
Ant?
I'll take it. Hey,
No, he's not an ant though. He's not an ant though. That everybody who calls people ants, I like. You guys know I hate that fucking term. But
That's why I asked the
yeah, no.
hey,
That's what I'm saying.
ants are
Ron,
hard
what I'm
workers.
saying.
That is true.
Yeah, and they die first too. But the point is
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
yeah, but he don't take every ride. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. They're
Yeah,
not,
you
they're
know,
not
like
auto
an
accept.
ant.
They're not auto accept.
No, I thought about testing that. I've
I've
testing
done
that,
it before.
but some of the rides are just like so. I was literally only gonna do it for a video. I was gonna turn on auto accept and see what happened. But man,
No.
What happened? What
No.
the
hell? What
I
you
got
took
boot.
him
He
off
got
stage.
he got the boot.
Yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
let me
I
say this.
didn't
Let me say this.
do it.
Let me say this. Oh, damn! There you go.
But like I said, I mean, you see rides again. You see a ride, $5, 40 minutes, $5, 35 minutes. It's like, nah, I can't.
I can't, man. And then the most of the time that I put auto accept is I'm in the Keys. If I'm in the Keys, Key Largo, Alamorada, Key West, I have auto accept because there's no reason to decline any trip in the Keys. Every trip.
When's the next time you go down, Ron?
Because it's a rate card.
It's the rate card's high. It's just really no point. The only thing is you just don't know where you're going because they don't have upfront fare or standard or advantage mode.
You think
I'm
the Keys would be
thinking- I'm
busy
thinking
Friday
next week.
with
But
you think the Keys would be busy Friday with the holiday?
I don't think so. It might be busy on the American holidays, 4th of July, Memorial Day, spring break, but like Thursday and
What
Friday,
Silver Fox is saying there. Somebody can explain that to me.
the days of
Go ahead, Ron.
Ant being mad are over.
Well, I
But
think
yeah,
he's comparing.
that's the only time
I was just saying, I think he's comparing all the platforms, and at this rate, it's like if you're not, basically everything is coming down to X rates. I mean, if you got Premier, it's not every market. I mean, you still get Premier rides, and I mean, yeah, I take my hat off to the people that got Premier in their market because it's rough when you have to do commercial and you have to get your vehicle registered and all this nonsense, especially when you're paying on a car. But I mean, it's like when you get this car, these are the platforms you qualify for, and it's like your best bet is to save as much as you can on maintenance and fuel, aka the Prius and things like that, rather than focusing on trying to get to the higher platforms to make more money.
I've had a
I mean,
look,
we lost Lux, right? We lost Lux. Who's to say that the rest of these platforms don't get the same stuff? Yeah.
Yeah.
We lost Lux.
I had a Comfort that was 10 minutes yesterday, and it paid out $8.06. It was from 41st and Collins to down to Carbone, which is like 2nd and Collins. So it's a 10-minute trip basically because there's no traffic. $8 Comfort. Then I got a Premier out of Carbone that was 10 minutes away. And guess how much it paid? It was a 10-minute trip for Premier. It was a $7.50 Premier. And both of these trips did not have surge. So I don't know if Uber's trying to get rid of, well, we all know Uber's trying to bring back Uber Black. They're trying to bring it into South Florida.
Yeah,
So
but
I
it's
think
only
maybe that's what's going on.
No. Uber Black is only going to be on South Beach.
But now it's only for that. But I mean, in general, they're going to bring it to the market later on. It's not just going to be, it's going to
Well,
be
they got to
small.
There's a reason why they're only on South Beach.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason why they're only on South Beach, and so when you got to go through all these different municipalities and these different laws, City of Miami rules are different from the City of Miami Beach rules, which are different from the City of Sunrise or Sunny Isles, or so all of these different rules. There's reasons why. Think about it. If Uber was trying to bust out, and this will be my argument until proven otherwise. If Uber was trying to bring Uber Black back into the South Florida market, bro, you know how many cars they would need in the South Florida market? Dade, Broward, Palm Beach, and Martin. Is that Martin? No, St. Lucie County? Right? What's the next county above
Martin,
West
right?
Palm?
I think it's Martin.
It's St. Lucie.
Isn't it Martin? Yeah, it's Martin. I think it's
No,
Martin,
it's
right?
you
You're
got
right.
Martin County
Martin?
and then St. Lucie after.
Yeah, I think you're right. You're right, Vinny. It's Martin.
Okay, so it's Martin. Right. So Martin, do you know how many black cars you would need? There's no way.
That's why they want to keep it to South Beach. All the black cars are going to be there.
I don't think that's the thing. My opinion, I don't think that's the reason. I think they're the only ones that's giving them that South Beach is going to be their test market.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to be to our benefit for those of us that still have Premier. And I'll tell you why.
You already have a Suburban in the corner at South Beach.
Yeah, but South Beach is dead. But South Beach don't have Uber Black on every corner. Just because they got a Suburban don't mean that they have commercial insurance and that they're permitted. Because remember, there's only X amount of cars that are allowed in Dade County based on per capita, Broward County based on per capita, Palm Beach County is a little different. So there's only so many that can get the permits. Because if you can't get the permits, what the fuck? Commercial insurance don't mean shit. You can't operate as a legal business. You need that permit. So I think they're just going to test the waters. And again, to our benefit, South Beach is dead, bro. Nobody goes to South Beach anymore. They go to Wynwood. They go to Brickell. South Beach, you go to South Beach, you run the risk of getting shot.
That is true. And I do drive. I just came from South Beach just now. I had a Premier trip from South Beach to El Portal. It was a 25-minute trip for $27. I said, I'm over here at the Chargers in North Miami Beach at a Target on Biscayne Boulevard. So, but yeah, that is true. It's not what it is.
I know where you're at, Ron. I've been to that Charger. I know where you're at.
It's expensive right now. I'm just 41 cent kilowatt, but hey, it's better than anything else.
Even after 10 o'clock?
It's 41 cents over here. Let me see.
That's why I want more competition.
How much is it at Aventura Mall?
Aventura Mall, 41 cents.
Okay, now look at the one.
The one. It's after 11.
You know where the Best Buy is? Just north of Aventura Mall?
Yeah, it's 250 kilowatt. That one is at 41 cents right now. And
that
you
was
can
41
get
cents also? Damn, bro.
Yeah, it's after 11 o'clock. It's 25 cents. The one at the Best Buy.
That's how much?
25 cents after 11.
That's right, and that's the one I always go to though. But that's the one, if I'm in that area, I don't go to Aventura Mall. That's too much bullshit. You know what?
It's too slow.
You know what? See, this is why we haven't been on the show in a while. So we're gonna just go ahead and let Steven go ahead and enjoy his dinner. Did y'all see the dinner he just had in his hand?
Yeah, I saw it. It was a very nice plate.
Did you see this?
Yeah,
did you see
that
it
was
plate?
A good plate, and
yeah. And he always complains about his wife, but his wife is always making them damn plates.
It's not even like a half a plate, man. It's filled.
No,
it's got colors on it. It's green on top.
No, that's a family reunion plate, bro. That's a family reunion place.
He's got the buffet
Right?
going on in the back.
What is this? What kind of potatoes is this?
He doesn't even know. He doesn't even know the
So
food.
smothered potatoes, and then I've got Brussels
all right.
sprouts, and then
Okay.
wings. She made me.
Wow. Okay. All right.
I ain't talking. You know what?
All right,
By the way,
man.
y'all.
All right, bro.
By the way, y'all. We have been rude. Tony is in the building. Tony is in the building, and I forgot he was even here.
I've just been listening.
My man, Tony, what's going on, brother? How are you?
Doing good. How are you all?
Bro,
this is a reunion. We got Tony and Eddie at the same time.
Yeah. What's up,
Damn,
OnlyFans?
I feel so terrible.
I know. I still got some long-term subscribers here.
I mean, the fact that I'm just now recognizing Tony means that I am way out of practice, bro. Mr. Tony, if you don't know, is the driven dad out of Denver, Colorado. Tony, you driving tonight?
I am driving, but not for Uber or Lyft.
Uh-oh. The Tony Express.
Are we getting an announcement of some sort?
No announcement. Just making money.
Just making money.
Making money on the side of my W-2.
No, that's right.
How's that going?
That's going pretty good. I mean, I'm making money right into my W-2, so this is going to be like, I'm going to be tired when I get home tomorrow at like 2 p.m.
So you work overnight?
What's that?
Your W-2 is overnight?
No, my side gig I'm doing right now.
Oh, all right.
Holy
Started
shit,
off
man!
as
It's only 7:30 there.
Right. Well, it's 8:30 here, and it started off as a $300 pickup drop off, but it's gonna be like pickup drop off at another location, then pick up, or then waiting time, then pick up and take back to original location.
Oh shit!
It sounds like you're moving some stuff over
there. Some people.
Some people.
And you're moving it in the right vehicle, right?
Correct, but you know,
Yes.
I haven't done anything on my YouTube channel for this. Oh, yeah.
I get it. Mr. Accounting Tom is in the building too.
What's up?
What's
Tom?
up, brothers? What's going on?
Listen, man, Thomas has been cussing me out. Y'all don't even know it.
Thomas, what, he just be showing you all these sick cars with the low prices and whatnot.
Yes, sir.
Among other things, yeah, like where the hell you at, and blah blah blah, and you know, I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying,
dude. I need my coffee with cuz on Tuesdays and Thursdays like clockwork.
Y'all killing me with that shit. Listen, I did a thing this morning.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it didn't even I felt so out of sorts because I didn't realize, bro, we haven't done anything here with the Rideshare Garage in 3 weeks, right? And then I hadn't done a video or anything or live stream on YouTube for this channel in over a month, dude. It just felt odd, felt awkward. I felt like Eddie, you know, felt like, oh shit, what is this? This is all brand new. Because, you know, Eddie's got secretaries that take care of all his comments. You know,
take him focusing on other things.
Even Fiverr gets $3 to fucking answer an email. You know what I mean?
You know, it's focusing on other things besides rideshare. You know,
hell yeah.
I gotta deal with rideshare for like 14 hours every day. So,
Ron, you got a question?
What do you drive? I drive a black on black Tesla Model Y.
I've been seeing a lot.
He always gets the full 5-star.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I'm a little bit behind on things. How did the
Ron is the true definition of a driving while black.
Oh god.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
Oh yeah,
There went the
black
monetization.
on black
no more,
with
no
black.
more ad
Everything in the car is black.
All black
I mean, I
everything.
even got
Okay.
this. I got
Hey,
black
by the way,
pants.
have anybody ever been harassed because you have a Tesla?
I've been asked.
Slightly, yeah.
Oh, I haven't been
Right?
around. Oh, damn, I got
Yeah.
asked a question
Dude,
in
I
the
wish
car. My customers. Damn,
I
Vinny.
wish I had a Tesla.
I got the
Why?
video. I got the video.
Oh, yeah, somebody cut Vinny off. Somebody was on his ass or something.
Yep, I got the whole video. I got it all right here on the side of the screen. I ain't showing y'all, but I got the video.
Oh,
Hey,
that it's
Vinny.
a Fight Club.
Yes,
Fight
sir.
Club.
We can do
can
Fight
you-
Club. Yeah.
I haven't been in the loop, so how's the drive whip thing? Is that figured out at all?
So here's the bottom line with Drive Whip. Yeah, it's everything is fine. It's like nothing went wrong, right? We got that second email, and Ron got answered first from Drive Whip, and then they got back to me a couple of days later with the same message that we're aware, we're working on it.
Okay,
Come
so
that
they
Monday?
figured it out.
Somebody figured it out. I kind of think Uber actually screwed up on the second email. I don't think that email was supposed to go out. I think the left hand didn't know that the right hand got it corrected.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Cool.
And so they extended it a week because there was somebody didn't know. And so now that it's all good, man, yeah, dude. And I got news for you. I'm kind of glad it went down that way because that bought me some more time. And now, when we're going to talk about this in about,
I hope it
10
lit a
minutes.
fire too.
Well, you know what it did? It didn't light a fire in the way you think, though. You know what I mean? I'm serious when I said I don't want to buy a car for rideshare related car. I don't want to buy it.
Which I'm fine with.
I want a Tesla because I want a Tesla. But here's the but. I'd rather buy the Cybercat. And if I can pay for it cash, wouldn't that be a better option? Because
100%.
now that's an additional stream of income. And dude, I can keep writing this Drive Whip off. The problem we're going to have, Ron, you and I are going to have, right, is that if these rates keep going down, it's going to be very difficult to afford these goddamn cars.
Yeah.
There's no, the profit is low. I mean, they just sent me just now as the reason why my phone was messing up is because they sent me a Premier trip, and the pickup was 10 minutes away, and it was another 10 minutes to drop off. And usually when it's a 20-minute trip or a 20-minute pickup to 20-minute drop off, it's usually about an $18 to $21 Premier trip. They were giving me $11. They were offering me $11 on Premier. That is like a comfort rate. So this past 2 weeks, a week and a half, I'd rather say, the Premier rates are dropping drastically.
I haven't seen that. I haven't seen the drop in Premier rates, obviously. And in matter of fact, Sunday I saw comfort rates elevated. Not higher.
But you drive in
Comforts are X, right?
you're in a different location, Vinny.
Compared to, go ahead. What you say now? Different areas.
Yeah, Vinny drives doesn't drive Miami itself.
Nope.
But wouldn't the same market have the same rate, or is it, as we talked about this, is it wage discrimination? Is it wage discrimination?
No, I think it's got something to do with the amount of drivers they got in the area and the demand.
Well, that supply and demand, but I also think though, because look, everybody knows I drive Boca Del Rey, West Palm, right north of Fort Lauderdale. There's more money up there, bro. So they're going to charge more.
That's your difference.
This is what I should have told Vinny, and I know I spoke to Vinny some time ago. So I tried the whole West Palm, Boca Del Rey. Maybe I don't know what I'm doing. I don't get the trips. I don't get the Premier trips or black trips in the area, nor do I even get the reservations. I'll get if I turn on comfort and Lyft extra comfort, I'll get those like water. But the black Lyft Black and Uber Premier, I don't get them in the West Palm area like that. Only if there's a big event in Palm Beach. And when they had the golf tournament and I was up there on a Sunday, premieres were coming in like, like crazy. But other than that,
Right. Well, I can tell
but in
you this
Miami, I
past.
get them.
Well, listen, I think I can't speak for Lyft because I don't do a lot of Lyft, but I can speak for Uber, and in the sense of like when I get reserve reservations, right? When they send me those reserve ride requests or whatever, they're generally for Boca del Rey because that's mainly where I work. So it thinks I'm already always in that area, regardless of where I live. I think it feeds you better where you normally work. So if you're all over the place,
Which I am.
right?
I am all over the
Right.
place.
You more than anybody I know travel more throughout the state to drive than anybody I know. You've always been
Yeah,
that way though. For the
yeah,
8 years I've known you, right?
yeah.
So, and I wish I, got into all these different areas and shit like that. And I need to. So, I don't know. It's
That's
a tough
true.
deal.
'Cause like,
Saturday,
even in
I can tell you that Saturday wasn't shitting up in my area. Saturday sucked.
but did you make 200 plus on Saturday though?
Yeah, I did 270. But here's the thing. Though, Ron. I did $82 on Uber. I did
Yeah, I saw your
187 on
video.
Lyft.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I did
saw I saw your
187
video.
on
13
Lyft.
hours.
I think that all depends on the state. See, here, Lyft
Yeah.
sucks big time.
So what, 10, 11 hours for the 270?
Yeah, I was out there, bro. No, I was out there almost 13 hours on Saturday.
Oh, 13. Okay, now that part I didn't hear. Okay, yeah, you were out there.
Yeah. It was,
Yeah.
but then Sunday, not one Lyft ride. And I did 270 on Uber.
Wow, that's
And
crazy.
none of those rides were Premier. They were all comfort trips. And I think I did like 9 trips for 270. That's what I'm saying. There's no, I don't think there's a rhyme or reason to this shit, to be honest with you.
True.
I think it just is where it is.
I like Orlando. I was in Orlando and I did Lyft Black in Orlando. And Lyft Black in Orlando is it's cheaper than a Lyft it's cheaper than an Uber Comfort in Miami. A Lyft Black is if those who got a Lyft Blacks up in Orlando, I don't know how they do it. I don't know how. This is it's
Well,
not worth it in my opinion.
Lyft Black definitely pays less, the same as or less than Premier rides. I agree with you there. Joey
think-
B says go ahead.
Based off of the conversation y'all are having, I think that these AI the AI driven algorithms versus the old algorithms are really putting the anti-human sentiment in, paying us as little as we'll accept.
Yes, I agree. Well, that's why I was telling Trent today on Twitter that if you get an exclusive ride, more than likely you're the cheapest person getting that ride offer. And all the trip radars are more expensive. Trip radars pay more than exclusive rides. So if you get the exclusive ride and you don't accept it, then the trip radars kick in. Because the other point to Saturday was, bro, I had about 10 Premier trip radars and didn't get none of them. So, and then they send you right behind the exclusive $6 ride. And I'm like, have a nice day. My name ain't Steven.
I don't take those rides either.
I'm
man.
joking, Steven. I'm joking.
Today they sent. I was in Brickell, and they sent a $114 Premier ride from Brickell to Boca on a trip radar. It was going to be an hour and like 10 minutes for 114. I hit match so quick. My phone right there, match. Spinning. And it says another driver matched to the trip. And I was like, it was my 8th Premier trip radar within 30 minutes that I didn't get it.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
And the trip radar, yes. In trip radar, it's paying more on Premiere than when you get it exclusively to you by yourself. By
They're trying
itself.
to train everybody to focus on radar. I talked about this like last year. The whole
Yeah, you
focus,
did.
the whole focus is to force people to get used to radar and relying on radar for their best rides.
And then on Trip Radar here,
So
what
they
they do to
can- they
me
can
is that
they
they'll
can
send me the
price shop
ride.
the
I
drivers.
correct. See, here what they do is they send me the Trip Radar trip are accepted, okay, and they don't go away. Be like, oh, all Trip Radar have been accepted, and then they'll send me exactly the same one again, but cheaper.
Right.
So, no.
But is it
Yep.
exclusive? When you get it exclusive, is it cheaper?
Yeah.
Yes. Every time.
Every time.
That's dang.
Every
They're
time.
trying to train your
That's
mind.
so evil, though. So
Yeah.
evil. My goodness sakes.
It's like fear of loss. It's like, hey, we offered it to you. Now you're not gonna get it, so we're gonna offer it to you a little bit cheaper because you're not gonna get a ride for like another 30 minutes.
Exactly. We're gonna punish you in the outrun, so you won't get anything.
Eddie,
Excuse me,
Eddie, I got a question for you. Are you still in the XT6?
Yes, I'm still on the XT6 with almost 200,000 miles.
Oh, so you are okay. You are. Oh my gosh, you're in the car. You're doing it then.
You know, but yeah.
How much did you buy it with?
I mean, I bought it with credit.
No. How many
How many
miles? Did you buy it with? Freaking Minnie.
Wait, look. It's a fair answer because he could have said he bought it with crypto. Who knows?
Yeah, it's credit. What'd you buy it with?
His only fan tokens.
How many miles did
God
it have
damn
when
it.
you bought
Yo,
it?
some bitches, I almost spit up all over. I just got
I
this
think it had
damn
like
thing working.
40. It had like 48.
Okay.
Oh, not good. Not good to hold Coca-Cola in, man. God, Jesus. Oh. That shit's in my nose now, God damn it.
Should have been more specific, bro.
My bad.
I didn't know what the hell you thought. Like, what'd you buy it with? I was like, well,
That's
I
such a head-
Well,
I didn't buy it with
I just
cash.
pulled out of one of my many lucrative accounts.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, put it on the black card. Put it on the black card.
I didn't know what you were
Alright.
sorry.
Well, since we're going into my personal finances,
So
He bought it with that
I'm curious
OnlyFans
because
credit.
that car. I'm curious because that car in Miami, a lot of drivers were getting them last year and the year before. XT6. I don't see them as much anymore. A lot of delivery services, the limo services, were getting them too, and I don't see them either. They were. I saw maybe one or two or three of them in limo service. But what I wanted to ask, oh man, this internet over here is being weird. But what I wanted to ask is, are your customers when they see you on the when they're ordering Premiere or Lyft Black, are you getting basically like 100% acceptance, meaning that they're actually getting in the car, or are you getting canceled on? Are you getting canceled on? Canceled
Wait.
on?
Wait, well, I'm not following because
Like,
I do get those
like-
Premiere rides on my XT6.
So when you get
I
what I'm saying is when you accept it, do you see a quick cancellation? Like
No.
okay,
No,
so
nobody cancels. Yeah, nobody cancels.
nice.
So,
nice.
but now remember, what my app does, which they do to everybody, is that sometimes a Premiere ride is more like an XL ride with surge on it. You know, it just pops up on my app as Premiere. So sometimes I'll get an XL ride, but my XL ride is just an X ride with surge on it. Okay, they just switch the definition when I'm getting the ride, because you can tell when the people get in the car. You know, some lady basically ratted herself out. She's like, "Wow, I didn't order this. Why did I get this?" I was like, "Oh, it's because of what you paid for. So if you pay more for the ride because of surge, then they'll send you like a fancier car. You know, if there's nothing available."
What I've also noticed is that sometimes, especially on Lyft, what'll happen is they put the rates super high, even on the lower platforms. So we were looking at I forgot what ride I was analyzing, but they put the lowest end ride at like $500 to $600, and then over the next 5 minutes, it dropped the price, and an X ride was like $160 instead of like $500 to $600. So I don't know what kind of game Lyft is playing, if it's doing it based off demand, but then gives them the option in the room to be able to change the ride type, or at least offer you a rate. Now that they're doing it by rates, it's almost like the platform that they're requesting doesn't matter at all. Because recently with Lyft, I'm getting $45, $50, $60, $70 an hour X-Pings for long rides.
See, I gotta. Did your ride get it? Like your ride get adjusted, but after you take the ride? See, got a buddy of mine took a $300 and something ride all the way to Dallas, like a 2-hour ride. He's like, I'll take it. And then when he come back, he's like, oh, we made a mistake. We're gonna take half off. Poof, they sliced it.
I haven't had that happen yet. If that did start happening, you kiss
because they made a mistake, and I was like, "Well, that's your mistake because you still charged the fucking client $300 freaking."
I'll tell you the same thing. Oh, it's the upfront details. Oh, sorry, we can't adjust the ride because it was based off of the upfront details. It was correct.
And then argue. You either argue with the AI on the chat or the Hindu on the other side, which doesn't understand what the hell is going on.
Have a good night, Mr. DSN.
Yeah. Have a good night.
DSN is
good night, buddy.
Eddie is more buried.
Listen, Melvin, but I'm working on the whole, day trading thing. This way, if when I do come back and people actually ask for advice, I'll be like, oh yeah, do this, because we know that ride sharing is going to come to a dead end somehow. Either,
but not financial advice, right? But not financial advice, right?
Not financial advice.
Buy more Tesla. Oops.
So is it fair to say this, that is Uber going to do this and Lyft is going to do it where if you really want the premier type, if you want that black service, that you will get a person with a nicer vehicle like an Escalade or a Lincoln Navigator, and then the rest of the other stuff would be like a self-driving car that would be either X Comfort or
it has to
electric.
be X or Comfort.
X Comfort Electric. And the reason I say that is because Waymo and Uber, they're in Atlanta now, right? We all know they're in Atlanta. And one of the groups I follow, the Atlanta group, showed a screenshot of what ride type qualified for self-driving, which is X Comfort and Comfort Electric. There's no X Share part of that deal. So
it's only 2 seats, right?
It's 1, 2, and 3. You can sit in the front. You can sit in the front seat in the Waymo. So then in that case, you might want to be, you might want to get a bigger car or a car, whatever. That would be a driver. So you might get that Uber Black experience. I think that's what's going to happen is that this Premier Comfort X Comfort Electric, they're going to lower the price so much. They're going to price out the driver, just like we were talking, you guys talked about. They're just, trying to not bring push out the human as much as they can.
Antonio, I would say this. It's like when it comes to rides with long pickups, I'd rather do them on Lyft. Because at least with Lyft, they're going to give me the hourly rate based off of the calculation of the pickup and the drop-off. So it's like, where Uber has no intention, they're not trying to pay you a single cent. Doesn't matter if it's 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour to go pick up. They're not trying to pay you for the pickup time.
But what he's saying is that when Lyft or Uber offer wait and save, the rates get reduced, and then they try to throw those long ass pickups to us. And then if we're trapped in one of them situations where we ain't had a ride in an hour or so, right? Like what Buddha was talking about earlier. You got to make a choice. Either you're going to go get that ride or you're going to go home with no money that night. Yeah. And they play that game too. So I agree with Antonio here. It definitely hurts us in that respects. By the way, guys, y'all think I'm crying broke. I'm not crying broke. Look, man. Look at my slipper, bro.
I can 3D print you one.
Are they? Oh, you know what? Oh man, I mean that would be a nice.
I'm not even joking, bro.
Put some staples in there. Yeah, put some staples in there.
You could buy some new ones and review them.
Yeah,
get them free for reviews.
Tesla
Oh my
rideshare
God.
flip flops. You know,
Speaking of reviews, speaking of reviews, I need somebody with a Model 3 that does not rent or lease the Model 3. I need somebody with a Model 3 because I have hubcaps that I got to do a review on, right? That I'm just feeling like I need to get this review done on these, but it's got to be the 18-inch wheel. And
Oh,
and I will give you you can have the hubcaps when I'm done with the review. I'll even show you I'm not going to show you what they look like because I got to dig it out. So if anybody's in the area, drive a Model 3 with 18-inch wheels, let me know. Okay.
Got some free. Vinny got some free hubcaps, spinners.
Yep. Nice. Hey, come on, bro. We don't drive Sentras. We drive Teslas.
We don't remember
I'm just
those
saying. I mean, if
spinners?
somebody were to put spinner hubcaps on a Tesla, I mean, you'll be different. You pull up to
Yeah.
to Poppy Steak in Miami Beach with some spinning rims on your Tesla.
Danny O says get some crazy glue, bro. You can't put that. Can't put crazy glue on your shit. Oh man.
Did you guys already go over the Lyft buying out this free form or free car service?
No,
in Europe?
we didn't get into that tonight.
What?
I mean, yeah, Lyft. So now Lyft is
In
well. Go ahead,
Europe?
Ron. You can tell it. You can tell it, Ron.
I forget the name, but basically they bought a company in Europe, so they're
Free
trying to
ride.
get into that
Free
market.
ride.
Is it free ride? Oh, I thought it was free
ride.
ray or something. Okay, so cool. So yeah, basically that's what's going on. They're going into the international market. First time they're in Europe. It's going to start off where they're going to still have the original app in Europe that they use. So I still use that app in Europe, and then of course over time they're going to go ahead and put the Lyft app in Europe. So
You know what
maybe
kills me about
soon.
that? You know what kills me about that? Is now listen, in the grand scheme of things, they paid almost no money for it, less than 200 million.
200 million. I was like, wow.
Right? 200 million for the app. So in that
197.
respect, yeah. So in that respects, it's not like they got, I mean, $200 million is a lot of goddamn money, especially for a company that's market that stock prices dropped fucking 60%, 65% in the last year. I don't know how you go out and acquire and spend 200 million and then cry broke. I don't know.
They're artists.
Hey, you ain't lying. Bullshit artists.
What do you think they're pulling the same thing Uber pulled with the being profitable? Rideshare said they're profitable. He said it on CNBC.
I don't care.
I mean, they all say they're profitable, but if you're that profitable, if your business is that solid, your stock price wouldn't be taking a 60% haircut over the last 12 months.
And you wouldn't be losing drivers.
If you're profitable, you don't have to keep killing your drivers. But your profit isn't coming because listen, I looked at it this way. Rideshare was quarter 4 results earnings call. They were like, or Lyft was banging its chest because it had gained market share on Uber, right? They were banging their chest that they gained market share. But then the last quarterly reports, they lost money. How do you gain more rides and lose money? Fuzzy math. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But not my worry. What is Steven's favorite saying? Steven, what's your favorite saying, bro?
Are you talking about putting my head down and just getting to work?
No. See, you don't even know your favorite saying. Bro, I'm tired of remembering all y'all's favorite sayings. It's not our job to fix
Uber.
Rideshare.
Yeah, it's not our job to fix rideshare. Yes. This is true.
See, Eddie's got one. Eddie's got one too.
Doesn't matter.
You know what
No,
Eddie's is?
the other one.
Money.
No, it's the other one. That's the wrong one.
Nobody cares. Yeah, there you go. Money. Nobody cares. Work harder.
There you go. Yeah.
Nobody cares. Work harder.
Yep. That's what I'm trying to. I try to embody that.
Stop. Yeah.
I
whole work smarter, not harder. It's like a crack of ball because nobody even knows what the hell it is.
Drive whip. Okay.
Ron, there's a question for you. What's your question, bro? Ron,
you ready to answer about drive whip. But what's the question about?
That's spinning.
I have a question about drive whip. I don't know what the question is.
It's
Give him a
coming.
second.
Zane's
He's
gonna get
writing
up
it.
here in
Yeah.
a minute.
He's
Zane's
typing
writing
it.
your
He's
question.
typing it.
He's typing it.
He's like, oh god, oh god.
Tony, how's the wife and the kids, man? How's the puzzles coming?
Well, right now the studio is not put together, so she's not been doing any content for it, but she's been putting together puzzles still.
Gotcha.
Um,
Gotcha.
but she's getting pretty good views on her channel for her
telling you, bro.
subscriber
Oh, yeah.
base.
I'm telling you, bro.
Just be
That stuff
consistent.
is awesome. That's it. Be consistent, and people. I'm fascinated with that shit personally.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm not gonna lie, bro. Every now and then I'll throw it up while I'm sitting here doing my other stuff, just for the subconscious distraction. You know, the secondary.
My 18-year-old who we're graduating in May, she may be starting a channel for stop motion Lego animation.
Nice. That is awesome. Those channels do extremely well, especially if he knows how to, create his own stories with it. Oh my god.
Yeah.
People go crazy for that stuff.
She likes to do. She is a writer. She reads.
Okay.
So yeah, that's why I told her, like, people want stories on YouTube.
Oh yeah. Make
They either want to learn or get entertained, bro. It's one or the other. They're not looking for Eddie's feet pictures. You know, they want to learn, or they want to be educated. You know,
I watch.
Well, the feet picture market. I mean, the feet picture content in the market is still heavy. It's still out there.
Yeah, it's still huge.
You want to do, if you want to print some, feet out with the 3D printer, I mean. I gotta say, Eddie, you are inspiration by buying that printer. That $2,000 printer is gonna make Eddie a millionaire. Watch.
Dude, the crap that I've been printing out of that thing. And you guys with the stupid awkward request with the in the OnlyFans channel, bro.
You
like,
printed
like,
a
are you serious?
He's like, all right, if I have to.
Or use on OnlyFans only.
Yeah, right. Danny yes, I did that. Yeah, they fixed them themselves. They got it all squared away. Ron, here you go. Zayn wants to know, so he's in New Jersey. Drive Whip is in Baltimore. Can I still rent from them?
According to
you can only rent.
You can only rent within the market.
Right. If they're not in New Jersey, then you won't be able to rent through them. They're not everywhere. They're only in certain cities. I think right now it's South Florida, Baltimore, obviously.
Yeah.
Maryland, South Florida, Orlando. Atlanta. I think they're out in San Francisco.
Are they?
And there's another city.
Because I know they're still not in LA.
So yeah, Zayn, the only thing we can tell you, bro, is you can go to their website. You can go to their website. You can do go under Rideshare, and then put your name on the list and see. I'm sure they're looking.
No San
Francisco.
They're not in. Okay. Yeah, they're not in San Fran. I'm just looking at it right now. But then Zayan, hey, maybe on your Google, try to find the rental car place that would allow you to
for rideshare.
Rideshare, Uber and Lyft. That because at the end of the day, if you are in rideshare and you're just trying to make some extra money, you want to have multiple apps. You just cannot do it on your own. Can't do it on your own anymore.
Well, that's the downside with the Hertz rental, right? Is with the Hertz rental, you can only do Uber.
And it's just a downside with Hertz in general. I was doing my taxes the other day, and I had to pull out some receipts from the payments I did with Hertz in the past in 2024. And I'm looking at one payment. Now, I remember this payment. I got pissed. $629. $629 because they told me, Hertz said, oh, Tesla did not tell them that the payment wasn't going through their system. So then the end user, me, I get billed for it. And I'm just like, why didn't you let me know this? Why am I finding this out now? So Hertz is, no, not even well. But
telling you.
Um,
I don't know how they're still operating. They suck so much.
Well, remember, they went bankrupt during the pause. They went bankrupt.
and then they got
They
they had the audacity to be evil. They have the audacity to be evil. I'm just saying, like the fact that what they did with Vinny, what they did to Vinny, I was like, oh my gosh. And then they did the thing with me, and then oh my god, people are
no.
in line for more
Wait,
than
wait, wait,
3 hours
wait,
just
wait.
to get a car.
What they did to me wasn't shit compared to what they did to you.
Yeah,
Now, call it.
but
Let's call it true. For me,
well,
they
Vinny,
tried to get me, and I told them go have fun with themselves. And I took my shit up out that
Cars.
car, left that car right there,
Go
cleared
Eddie's
my shit up
OnlyFans
out of
themselves.
but then hold on, but
bro.
Vinny, they charged no
I did.
Vinny, the day that you dropped off the car, I think it was how many hours from the starting week? How many hours was it from the
Like
starting week that
two,
they charged you?
like two.
It was two
It was like
hours, and
2
they were like,
hours
"Oh,
power
it's a,
passing and charging me a whole damn day.
they were all charging the whole day." That's what I'm saying. Like, but
After
it's
they screwed up, and they screwed up.
Yeah.
and I remember it was the day they sent it. They sent us all the message, "Come to the office,"
Yeah.
and then people was like,
And
"I
they
don't know what
told
they're
me I
talking
had a
about."
late
And I'm
fee.
like, "Bro,
And they told me I had a late fee, and I didn't need to come to the office, but I had a late fee. I'm like, what the hell? What? You're gonna charge? Huh? Okay, hold on. I'll be right back. Went in that motherfucker, took my mats out, took my phone holder out,
yeah."
I took all that, made a phone call to Uncle Richie. Uncle Richie, come get my ass. Take my sorry ass home. I felt like a little $5 hole on the side of the street in some broken flip flops. Talking about I need a ride home.
Mhm.
Because I have never gone back since.
Um, so I met a driver, and this is the reason why it's really important to have multiple apps. And I don't know if Zion is on here. It's really important to have multiple
Yep.
apps is because there was a driver, and I think you guys talked about it. Okay, great. He does Lyft and Uber. Phenomenal. It's because Uber, one of the drivers I met, they deactivated his driver because it said that she took a longer route. She took a longer route. So it was fraud detected. This is fraud detection subtitle. So they deactivated her. So when she went to appeal it, because they said, send a message, they went and said, no, we're looking into it. We're going to determine that we're not going to go through it. So, and she just started to drive. Like she's just started to drive 2 months. And she had 5-star rating. She had about 35 stars and maybe 1 4-star. And Uber just said, no, we're not going to continue with you. So, you just don't ever know that day, and that's the scary part for me. I see a lot of stories online where people get deactivated for things, and I'm just like, what's going on? I mean, you can have a 5-star rating with 5,000, 6,000 trips, and that's it.
And
Yeah,
they
So
will cut
okay,
your
they
throat. And
they
they will
shut my
cut your
Uber
throat.
account got shut down because I had 3 other emails in my account that it was actually being used.
Yeah, that's
And
right.
you
That
say
was
your
about a year ago, wasn't it?
yeah,
you say
and
your
I was
account
like,
was being used. Like, oh, somebody hacked your account.
yeah. So somebody hacked into my account. They were actually using it. There were 3 other emails in my account. So it was 4 in total. So and then no matter how much I try to talk to them, they didn't know what the hell was going on. And it took somebody to help me out, so we could figure this crap out, because I was like, this is my account, like it's my ID, this is my car, but I just couldn't get through to them. So
Yeah, you was out
Wonder.
of Uber like 2 weeks for that, wasn't it?
no, I was out of Uber for a couple of months, I think it was.
So how did Uber allow some hackers to get into a driver's account?
It's a customer service support person. They're probably selling those things.
I'd like to
Bro.
help you, but
Yeah, Tony. There you go, Tony.
Bro.
You're onto something there, buddy.
You thinking it's
You're
an
onto
inside
something
job?
there.
You think it's an inside
Hell
job?
yeah,
Yeah, of course.
100%, 100%.
So that was when I got really pissed with all these fake accounts, and I started fucking ratting all these people out. I was like, hey, fake account here, check him out. Fake account here, check him out. Fake account here, check him out. I was so pissed. They fucking hacked into my accounts. Like, leave me alone, bro. I'm just trying to fucking work. So
Yep.
Yeah. So I went after a couple of these people that were actually posting us and renting and posting accounts, and stuff. So hopefully they got busted.
All right. Well, we are pushing up on 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're at 11:08, y'all. We're gonna wrap this one down. Steven, real quick before we get out of here. I know Pascal wants to be a part of this. We got a new thing coming up. We don't know if it's going to be on Wednesday nights or not yet, but we got a new thing coming up, and we're going to be looking at. We're going to be talking. Sorry, I cut myself. I got cut by the strangest. See, I got cut by, I just had my cat in my hand, and y'all didn't even, Steven didn't even see me playing with Oscar. You know what I'm saying? That ain't no cat. That's a fur ball you got there.
Yeah,
I got a cat, bro. I got a cat. And right now, Eddie's dreaming about Optimus coming in with some fur.
Oh my gosh! Wait, why do you guys go after Eddie so much with
Bro,
Eddie, what did you do,
listen,
man?
let me tell you something right now.
Do you
Eddie
know
is
when you
no,
get the
whoa. Eddie is no angel. Bro, Eddie is no angel. So don't even try to
remember
shit
Gangster
like we're picking on
Vinny? Eddie created that.
Bro, Eddie is no, that's right. Remember that? He took a wedding picture and turned me into a mafia boss.
He did make you mafia boss. He did. He did. And it was good too. It was good.
It was real good.
So imagine
Enjoyed it.
Imagine what I would do if I had my own Tesla bot. Oh, who would I make the Tesla bot look like? Big booty, little booty.
Oh God.
Big breasted, little breasted. Little combination
Would it be
there.
a
I got a
Kim
3D printer, so I
Kardashian?
can print out any face I want.
Kim Kardashian or Beyonce or a Katy Perry? I don't know.
J-Lo.
Taylor Swift.
Maybe
all three. No, all three of them. No.
Maybe. See.
No.
See, or just listen, or just buy a blow up doll, right? And just cut the blow up doll into pieces and you stick it on. Yo,
That's oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah, I'm telling you, people are gonna start getting very creative, but I'm gonna start it.
I'm trying to think now. If I wanted something like that, who would it be?
Hey,
who
you're a married man.
No, is your wife in the room, Vinny? Because I was just saying
if you hear a boom,
I don't want you to die, Vinny. We need you to be alive.
See, I got headphones on, bro. You can't nobody hear nothing.
Okay.
She's like, I was watching the live.
Wait.
But my wife does watch every live stream we do at work.
shit.
Oh God. Okay.
Most people got Joe Rogan. My wife listens to us, so I'm just saying, that's loyalty.
All right, Mrs. Vinny, cause we said nice things.
It was totally Vinny's idea.
Yep.
See, and Eddie, now she thought you was a nice guy. She was asking how you was doing. Now she's gonna be like, "Fuck Eddie."
Did she see my plates?
No. No, she popped
everything at work. Everything is Pascal's fault. We had nothing to do with this.
No, that reminds me. Yep, that's right. I forgot to change the banner. There it is. All right, so we're going to be doing something. I don't know if we're going to. You know what? I think we can integrate it into the Rideshare Garage as we do this. Stephen and I were talking about doing some stuff where we are showing you guys out there what we're investing in, not trading, investing. And we wanted to start like a little bags here and there to get us going with it. So maybe next week we'll do it. And we'll have links to whatever we're using. Me, I'm a big Webull guy when it comes to investing. So we'll have, if you don't have Webull, I'll put up a Webull link next week. I'm going to show you how to get started with whatever stock you want. And Pascal and Steven are going to talk their crypto stuff. There's only 3 cryptos for me, bro. Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Chainlink. That's the only 3 I give a shit about. But these 2 guys, world famous Pascal over here and Steven, they're varied interests. They are, what do they call y'all now? NPCs? Is that non-player character, whatever it is?
Oh, am I an
NPC.
Come on, everybody getting smoked. Everybody getting smoked
I'm
right
actively
now.
involved over here.
Oh god.
I'm conscious.
Come on.
Hey,
Come on,
Force.
you wanna come back?
Cyan. Listen, Cyan's got a question here. 6'1", 300 pounds. Should he drive a
See,
Prius?
there's mine.
Okay,
There's
I'm not
mine.
a tall person. I fit
Go
the
over there and
Prius.
get him. Go get Oscar.
The rideshare cats. The rideshare garage cats. The cats of the
Oscar
rideshare
ain't no
garage.
joke.
Such pussies, bro.
Oscar, you just jealous.
Yeah,
Oscar,
I don't
Oscar's
think
an
that
old man.
Benny did not hear that. I
He
don't
didn't
think Benny
catch
heard
the.
that.
Nope.
No, what did he say?
Good work. God
Yeah.
dang it. Why, Eddie?
Can't believe this.
He said,
Such manly man, right?
"Oh my god." He called us pussies. He said such
Oh,
pussies.
is that what he said?
That's what he said.
Pussies. Nice pussies, yeah.
Listen.
That's crazy.
Oscar, hold on. Oscar's taller than you, bro. So I would calm down a little bit there.
You know,
I
is that-
calm
is that
down
what-
just a little bit there, all right?
okay. It's okay. I won't be as furry
Oscar-
anymore once I get a haircut, so I don't look like Oscar.
Oscar gets more than all of us on this panel combined. Trust me. He's over there chasing Charlie now. He's going after Charlie right now. He's gonna grab Charlie by the back of the neck, pin her down. He's gonna get him some, and then you know what's gonna happen? Nothing. No domestic assault. No nothing. Charlie's gonna be like, and no problem.
Oscar used to be a pain in the ass and Vinny every morning. Every time he used to like.
Oh my
be on
god,
the-
bro! In the morning, right? Yep, all morning long, man. I need to get at some bumpkin gummies so he can calm down. But he's old, so you know he's good. Okay, hey, real quick, I am 6'1", 300 pounds. Should I drive a Prius? I don't have a car right now. Any recommendations, bruh? 6'1".
Prius. I don't know. I've never been in.
I don't know about that, man. Because he's 300.
Yeah, but he's 6'1".
Yeah, that's big dude.
Prius is
That's
not
a big
made
dude.
for
That
tall
man,
people.
that's a linebacker in a way. I mean, if you want to, that's a linebacker, man. I don't know, bro.
Me though.
I mean, if he's trying to go, if he could go economy, he could get a Corolla. He could get a Camry hybrid. A Camry hybrid.
But is that going to give you more height?
I think you might be joking with us now.
You think he? No, listen, there are people who are 6'1", 300.
Yeah. Eddie was about 6 months ago.
I gotta get.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was 5'1", 300. My bad.
Jesus.
Damn.
I'm sorry.
Hey.
I'm sorry.
Hey,
I
gotta give the stool back.
Go to a few used cars dealerships and they'll probably let you test drive the things. Get a feel for it. Look, I was seriously considering a Prius when I was considering selling my car, but that won't work for me.
No, you said it right when you were considering selling out. You're right.
Selling my
said
car.
it right the first time. No.
Everybody
Y'all heard what
done.
he said, right? He was
Yeah, we
selling
all heard,
out.
but that's
He
not
was ready
what
to
he meant.
sell
He
out
didn't mean
Tesla.
that. God,
Sell out
leash.
Tesla. Oh, I mean, I'll definitely sell them out when I go for the Rivian.
You really want the Rivian.
Oh
You
yeah.
really want the Rivian.
So the goal, the plan is to get a Rivian at $40,000 to $50,000. Get a used one.
Which you will. You will get that price point. You will get it. But how can
not damaged?
Have you test drove the Rivian? Have you test drove the R1S?
I have not. So,
I think
but
once
what you
test drive it,
said,
you'll see.
yeah, what you said, that gives me pause. So we'll see. We'll see if I can make it.
But Steve, you look like you about 6'2". Are you 6'2" or 6'1"?
I wish. Nah, I'm 5'11".
Okay, you ain't short, but still, even somebody got to be shorter than you to sit behind you.
I mean, hey, they got the other seat
short,
on the other
but you ain't
side.
tall either.
They got the seat on the other side.
Well, you know what, Thomas, how tall are you, bro?
Oh, I'm 6'2".
Woo!
6'2". Okay,
I'm jealous. Right. I'm jealous, Tom.
And
no,
Tony, how tall are you?
Clothes cost when you this tall.
I'm 5'8".
Okay. Pascal, how tall are you? What are you, like 5'11", 6 foot?
6 foot.
Yeah, you're 6 foot.
Look at him. He's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm 6 foot.
Yeah. Bro, you look. Listen, if you when you meet Pascal, like he looks like a fucking hockey player, and not the skinny one. He's the enforcer.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm telling you, man, he is. And
Yeah,
this
man.
was before he started doing all the exercising with the refereeing and all of that shit, bro. I remember the first time I met Pascal, I'm like, I'm gonna have to swing on this motherfucker.
God,
You got to make a statement. It was,
He's
yeah.
too big. Yeah, I met Pascal. I was like, wait a minute, that man. He can
Yeah,
walk.
but here's the thing. Then a few weeks later, Pascal got into a fight with not one, not two, but 6 people in the middle of Las Olas and walked away. And it
How
was at
tall are
that
you,
moment
SB?
I realized it was at that moment I realized his new name was Mr. Pascal. I ain't fucking with it.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
You know,
Hey,
I ain't messing with him.
hey, I've seen the Prius.
And Melvin, how tall are you? You look to be about 5'11", 6 foot.
Okay.
5'10". Okay, so you mean the same height.
I mean, if you're focused on comfort, then I would say you should probably be looking more like a RAV4 or something, or if you can, a Venza. As far as
The
sitting,
Benzes are nice. The
Yeah.
Benzes are nice.
they just
Yeah,
replaced
Buddha
it.
is about 6'5", man.
Oh
Buddha's
snap!
6'5".
So he's saying he wasn't comfortable in his Prius V. That thing is
6'5".
huge. The Prius V is about the same size as the Venza, at least from the outside.
See,
It's crazy.
yo, so Steven was on the Discord chat when I was talking to a guy with his lyric, his Cadillac lyric, and man, that shit is so beautiful, bro. It is fucking nice, dude. And the dude was like maybe 6'5", tall ass fucking guy, dude. And he said that he fits good. He has a lot of his sitting position. I went in the back seat where his behind his seating position, and I felt like, damn, this should look nice and comfy back here, boy. Like, man, it was a beautiful car. And the way that he charges it with the Tesla thing so fast. Oh, dude. It's amazing.
Everybody's loving having the adapter so that they can go to the the Tesla charger. It's
Man,
hilarious.
the
All
lyric was
the
beautiful.
Mustangs. This dude came out of his car. He was so grateful that he could charge at the Tesla charger. He was like, it's such a nightmare being out there on those being out there on the third-party chargers. Hey, Buddha, how tall is Monk?
Monk?
Yeah.
He's 5'9".
Oh, okay. He's the one that bought the Rivian. He's the one that bought the Rivian. Is going all commercial. So
yeah, dude, that dude. He test drove the Escalade IQ. He drove a pretty much, the Rivian, and then he said, Buddha, if you think I'm bullshitting, drive the Rivian yourself. So I said, okay. So I drove the Rivian. I test drove it at one of their service centers. It doesn't have that as the speed of the Tesla, but it's like, I gotta understand, it's a big SUV. Like, you're looking in your rearview mirror and you see like one row of seats and then the third row all the way back there, and it's like, I don't know. I still felt the bumps. He said that he didn't feel no bumps, but I'm like, dude, I felt the bumps in the car, on the street. But hey, he got it. He said, fuck it. Paid the $100,000 for it, doing commercial and calling it a day, And he did it because how many Rivians do you really see out there working the black car game? Not too many, Yeah, you'll find them here and there, but you know what I mean?
I'm 6'7" when I stand on my wallet on payday. It's stupid.
I'm waiting. I don't know what's the name. What's the name in here? Is Melvin?
Silver,
Melvin is
Yeah,
Melvin's right next to you.
I'm right
Yo,
next to you.
Melvin.
Yeah.
I want to test drive the Vistic, bro. The Cadillac Vistic.
Oh, the XT6
The
electric version.
XT6 electric truck, bro.
What?
That looks fucking nice.
So there's
And
an
it's the
electric version of
turbo.
your car, Vinny.
It's
Eddie.
coming as a 2026. That's right.
Wait,
No, they
like
have
my
some already.
XT6?
They already have some in some dealerships already for sale.
They do have a few that they released, but the big push is going to be in 2026 for it.
Wait, hold on. I didn't know this. What the hell?
This.
I don't know, bro. For 60 grand, 60 to
Your
70
buck.
grand.
Yeah, you get a lot of bang for your buck.
Yeah, it's a better. It's a better price than all the ESV or ESL, whatever.
So what? Buddha, for your friend that got the Rivian, why did he not want the IQ? Is it because it was like 30,000 or 40,000 more,
Wait,
or he just
what
didn't
was
like the
that?
ride?
What was that?
Your friend that got the Rivian.
Yeah,
Why
Monk.
did he get the Escalade IQ?
He didn't like it. He just didn't like it.
Wow.
He
Yeah.
didn't like the. He didn't like the screens.
He said he did not like the space.
No, he didn't. He could, bro. He was if he was gonna get the IQ right. He was gonna. He told me that he was gonna wait for the IQL, the long wheelbase
Yeah.
electric one. But he just said I just didn't like the ride quality. His wife didn't like it. You know, he could have got either or. Doesn't matter what the price was. He was gonna get whatever he wanted, and you know, he just said, "Fuck it, I'm getting the Rivian." His wife liked it. He liked it. You know, we kind of like gave him other options. He just didn't wanted them, so he made his choice. And at the end of the day, it's what you want because you're the one that's paying for it. You know, we can say, oh, buy a Prius V or buy a Prius, buy this. But if you don't want to drive that all day, every day, because of egos, and you know that's up to you. You know what I'm saying?
And you said he's
That
6
well, that's
right?
but that's what SB was saying.
He's
SB was
5'9".
saying.
Oh,
SB
he's
was
5'9".
saying, you whatever you do, you got to get something you're going to be comfortable in.
Yeah,
You know what I
like
mean? That's why
and
you got
love
to be comfortable in it, bro.
and love it. You gotta love it because you're not just like even a Prius, bro. It's 5 grand, 6 grand, depending on the Prius, right? Even I think some, and that's $10,000, bro. You know, it's not a cheap car. You know what I
Nope.
mean? And think about it. You could run that shit to the ground or whatever. But remember, it all depends on, back in the days when you watch all these older gig-tuber guys, they would be like, oh, get a car that qualifies for every single thing. Well, to operate at the highest of the Uber game, luxury game, it's not easy. Look at Scott. Scott did it on his own.
Because they
Uh,
removed the cost from the list.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they should have some.
the only car I can think about right now is either the Rivian R1S or the Cadillac Escalade IQ that could qualify for everything.
if you want to go electric, you know what I mean? If you want to go electric. But Scott was telling our friend Monk that remember if you want to do an airport run, it's not gonna have a lot of room for luggage. You know what I'm saying?
Guy, all right. I'm laughing because I just opened up my Uber app just to take a look, and I have an inbox message, and it's from Uber, and it says distracted driving is dangerous. That April is distracted driving month.
Oh god!
Now I want to
420
make sure
gang.
I'm getting this right. Uber is telling me about distracted driving when
Not because you did anything. Yeah.
not when they double and triple and quadruple sending me rides while I'm driving. They're asking
And
me
then it blocks
is
your
there traffic
screen while
still
you're on
there?
a ride.
Right. They force you to have screen overlay.
Android problem,
Yeah,
not an iPhone problem.
on Android they force you like you cannot be online without the overlay. That's crazy.
Yeah, bro. I swear.
For you.
This is why we buy iPhones, ladies and gentlemen.
Without,
You know
what
Yeah,
I
so you
saw?
can
A lot of
so
a
they
lot
can
of
tell
them
you
have
what you can and can't do.
now.
Have fun with that.
A lot of the drivers have
Oh,
high
here
Yeah,
comes
now.
Mr. Sideload over there.
Don't even need to side load. See, that's how indoctrinated
God
they
damn.
got you.
Hey, Pascal, what the hell's going on?
Dang.
Is there some? There's not going on at the arena tonight, right? Panther Arena.
No, they finished last night.
The baseball game is
Weston.
out there.
What baseball
Not
game
a-
is out by
no-
Sawgrass?
Oh,
No.
never mind.
Well, it's lit up out there. I don't know who's out there, but lit up. It's $6, $7.50.
So what's, Steven? You gonna come out this weekend?
Nah. I was nope. I will probably stay right here in LA and work over the
Oh,
weekend. if anything.
Weston is lit up also.
Yeah,
Even
that's
more
what I
than-
was just saying. Yep. I mean, I'm not going out. It's 11:30 at night. It probably
Maybe
means there ain't
they
no
just-
cars out there.
Maybe they just don't have any drivers.
Coachella or what?
I
Yep.
made decent.
All right.
I made like 2K plus.
All right. Well, we're gonna wrap this show up. It is 11:28. I tried to do this a half hour ago, and Melvin was like, "No. We're gonna talk some
Remember,
more."
wait, Vinny. Remember, it's Pascal's fault.
Yeah, but I got to throw something at Melvin. I got to throw something in. Bro, he was looking so good, and nobody answered the question. There's $1 million man in $1 million suit with the $1 million answer. What movie is that from?
The $1 Million Man.
Say
$1
hello
million
to my little
man
friend.
with the $1 million
Scarface.
suit
I don't know.
and the $1 million answers.
Hey Siri. No, I'm kidding.
That would be Two for the Money with Matthew McConaughey, where he is the
Never
former
seen it.
football quarterback player that got hurt and becomes a bookie. Al Pacino, Matthew McConaughey. Two for the Money. Yep. Anyway, yeah, all right. Now I just put everybody to sleep. Goddamn.
Anyway, Vinny, you and your John Wayne movies.
John Wayne. Matthew McConaughey? All right. That's not a damn John Wayne.
Nope, he was just saying dated.
Bro, not. You know what? I was gonna say something, but I ain't gonna say nothing.
Say something about the good old Democrats. It's all good.
Oh
nope.
my
See, nobody brought up any
He's over here.
politics.
Stirring the pot.
See?
Stirring the pot.
See, Buddha. See, I try to be nice.
It's all love, Vinny, cuz.
I know it is, and so I just gotta listen. As Buddha would say, I'm dead.
Oh my god.
Oh my God, I'm dead. I'm dead. If you was dead, you wouldn't be talking. What the hell are you talking about? You dead.
Dead man don't talk.
Deceased.
Dead men tell no tales. That's Johnny Depp. Anyway, all right, y'all. We're gonna get up out of here. Appreciate y'all stopping by and hanging out in the garage tonight. I want to special thank Tony, and I want to special thank Eddie for showing up. Eddie, get your own fucking secretary. I quit. Okay. And Tony, I know you're doing your thing, brother, and we're happy for you, man.
Yep.
Ron's over there drinking all that water. You drink. It's been proven that if you drink too much water, you become more dehydrated. I don't know if you know that or
orange
not.
juice. That's what that is.
You ain't
Wait,
lying.
you said what?
Yeah, because it'll run right through you.
Yeah, if you drink too much water, you can get dehydrated. Yeah, it clears out too many minerals and too many of the essentials that you need. So don't drink so much water. You got to drink your water though.
Man, you really do
Add
learn
some salt to it. Some sea salt or Himalayan
That's
salt.
what Yep, Himalayan. Redmond's real salt.
See? We're more than a rideshare garage. What other show can you go to and learn everything else but rideshare shit?
Yeah, Rideshare Garage.
There's a saying that you do learn something new every day. So didn't know that.
You
What the
learn
fuck?
something new. If you're not learning something new every day, you might as well just go die.
Yeah.
Damn.
Seriously.
If you're not progressing, you're regressing.
That's
If
it.
you're not progressing, God damn, everybody, round of applause for Mr. Steven, the unbroken driver. Jesus Christ, damn.
Look at Vinny's face. He's like,
jeez.
He's like, no.
no. Yeah.
Steven for
that
fucking
dog
Rideshare
face.
Garage president, dog. Damn. He's speaking the facts. Damn. Damn, I'm gonna call him Vinny Jr. on that one, cause bro,
Well, he is
Vinny
up
be
city
saying
and
some
Vinny.
bangers like that, and you're just like, all right, shit, all right, okay.
See, Buddha, you come over to the right side and you become enlightened. What? I just said come over to the right and you'll be enlightened. That's all I said. I didn't say nothing else. I didn't say nothing else. And then he left. And then he disappeared on us.
Why are you doing
What the
that?
hell? We chased Casper away or what? God damn, man. He dipped quick.
Right.
Just the thought of him going to the right. Okay,
he's,
well,
he's
listen.
gonna go hug the picture of Gavin Newsom.
Oh my
well, listen, you missed
gosh.
it. You missed it, Melvin. He was talking about blowing trainees earlier.
Ooh.
No.
Ew.
I'm dead serious. Am I lying, Steven? Pascal, is that not what he said?
That's what he said.
Okay, I just want to be sure I'm clear on this. I don't want nobody saying I said something wrong. All right, y'all. Hey, we appreciate you. We had a great time tonight. It was good to be back. We will be doing some other stuff. Stephen, Pascal, and I. I'm going to try to drag Eddie. I'm trying to grab the whole crew in here. I want the whole crew doing it because maybe if you all see us doing it and which way we're going, maybe give y'all some ideas on some things that maybe you guys can add into your life. So stay forward to that. Stay tuned for that. We will see you next week in the garage. Appreciate yous. Panel appreciate yous. And we are going to get out of here. Do not